Hello, welcome back. CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 10. And it's a minor, and we're in day 2. And we're in the middle of our last series of the day. And we had Tigers taking on a Royal Never Give Up, but they had to give up because they lost. So at some point they had to call the GG, and they gave up because there was no more hope for them to win that game. Even though some might say it was a decision-making issue, some might say it was the draft, some might say it was a Queen of Pain. Some might say Tigers was just too good for them and there was nothing they could do no matter how good their draft was. But let's hear what the experts have to say. And the experts, they are some really true, high-knowledge Dota 2 people. Slacks?
Hey!
Hey!
Quap sucks!
Yeah, we said it.
We said
Yeah, I was
it.
wrong.
We said it ain't the player, it's the game. That hero poo-poo right now.
Yeah?
We said it, there we go.
Was that really the story of the game?
Hey, it was one of the stories of the game.
Quat was bad, PL was good. That's, you know, that's what I pretty much gathered from that one. I think you got to be careful if you're playing against Tigers and you let Tigers grab the PL. They will do it third. They will even do it second, and they will be very good with it.
Wonder Kid.
Yeah.
What's in the name?
I think it's
Real.
It's one of, if not his best hero. I mean,
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people are catching up to the PL in this patch. This guy was playing it before the patch. It was his favorite hero before. Everyone caught up to the Wunderkid. And now, is sehr gut.
why are you speaking?
What is...
Wunderkid.
It has, no, it's Wonder Kid.
Yes, das Wunderkid. Ich habe einen Groß und Katzen.
A big cat.
Ja,
And you used the wrong gender.
das Karten ist sehr gut. Das ist gestorben. Das,
This cat is very good. It's very sharp.
ja, es ist ein gut Spiel.
A British guy and an American talking German. I feel like that's the start of a nice joke. Something that's not a joke is a fight that we're about to dissect.
Slacks, break it down.
And it's Slacks. That will bring you the drawing board.
Look, Space Invaders with me.
Wow, that's really great, Owen. Thanks a lot for that. Let's talk about this fight. Before we even get into that, holy golly, you see that coming at you. What do you do with this guy? You start to get, have a trip to the bathroom. This is the scariest thing I've ever seen. Play me out, Sam. What do we got? Tight!
Oh,
See ya! Walks right in front of him. This guy's got no goddamn fear. I want that support. See ya! Take out the support. Meanwhile, this wall, what the hell was that? How are they supposed to get by that wall? Big old dude here to get knocked out here. Boom shakalaka. You see this Dragon Knight? This is the kill zone, baby! Everything walking in there is dead. Centaur War Runner, big and tanky. Guess what? Nobody cares. Good for being you. Boom shakalaka. That's an echo slam around here. You want to know what Dragon Knight says? He says, you have it. Yeah, I care.
What is that?
Here's the fire. That's the team fight.
that's a snake.
That's a dragon.
Oh, that's a cat.
That's
That's the cat after he ate something he shouldn't. Oh,
there's your team fight analysis,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
very good.
It was brilliant.
I mean, that was pretty much the game summed up
Honestly, it was
with a
just
picture
a
of a
dragon.
cat throwing up. Because that PL was sick.
Got him.
Got him.
Beautiful.
All right. I do need to know, do you guys think that this was a draft? Was it the Queen of Pain?
Yeah, it
that
was an
the
out
issue?
draft. Someone said, let's get the quap out, and they made a mistake.
All right.
That's what we call an out draft.
Damn. God damn.
So looking forward to the second game. You're
all right.
thinking,
They won't do it again. They definitely won't do it again. They have my expert knowledge, and I can see Aaron just say, yes, we will not pick Quap again. OD Pixel was correct.
He was right.
Yeah.
that's
Don't do it.
what they're talking about right now.
Even
Yeah,
the
I
caster
could
knows.
translate. What's that? OD Pixel, very smart. Will not. Yeah, he is correct. We shall not play the Queen of Pain ever again. Thank you, OD Pixel. Your check is in the post. Thank you, guys. Appreciate the money, appreciate the funds. Anyway, continue.
Did he just say he's getting bribed and he's on the panel?
Don't worry.
Bribed?
Cheever. It's not a bribe.
Bribed, it's a payment. How
Yeah.
about a bribe?
It's a payment, but you're also here. It's a conflict of interest.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
They needed a helping hand, I gave it to them. That's called being nice in today's society.
Are you
We need
helping
more
the
that.
rest
We
of
need
the
more
teams
you
as
boys
well?
and girls being nice.
Yeah,
Are you helping the rest of the teams as well?
Yeah.
Do they pay you as well?
Give me a clue. They asked me for some advice. I said pick PL second this time round. They said, okay, OD Pixel will draft his second pick.
All right.
Yeah.
So if you gave that advice to Tigers,
Yeah.
what advice do you give to RNG?
I just told you. I just told you. I literally just told you. I said, don't pick the Queen of Pain.
Well, other than that, what do they need to pick?
I'm not giving them anything more. I'm not biased. I just told you this is fair. I gave them one bit of
That's all they
information.
paid for,
I gave Tigers one bit of information. That's all they get.
They didn't pay that much.
Don't pick Quap. Pick PL. Pick it earlier.
But if you don't pick Quap, there's so many heroes left in that could be a trap.
What is this guy, a freaking charity? You want no more? You gotta pay him.
Come on.
All right,
Hey.
this guy's good, trying to run a business here.
All right. Who do you feel like was standout player of Tigers?
The Quap. He should stand out of the next game.
Holy shit.
Wrong team.
Wrong.
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 No, seriously. Was it Wonder Kid?
Yeah, no, it's BL. I mean, as I said, we've seen it when me and Gods were casting qualifiers back a few weeks back. It was every game was something at the PL. We're like, well, they won.
They won.
And you can't spell Wonder Kid without one.
So, but RNG picked Centaur to deal with that PL in the lane.
Who had the PL? Sorry, this isn't it. It's not very good.
RNG picked Centaur to deal with the PL.
And they had it in the wrong lane. Yeah.
Why didn't they swap it about?
Maybe they were confused. PL's got a lot of illusions. Maybe they thought there was some ninja update which made PL illusions look like different heroes. And they were like, well, this could be the PL, so we'll keep the center on this lane. I don't know. They made a mistake. They messed up.
They messed up.
They messed up. They won't do it again this time. They won't do
No.
it again this time.
Big part about what separates great teams from good teams is the ability to think on the fly. You might have a good way to set up your lanes. Yeah, exactly. You got to think on fly. But you might be going into something and say, hey, this is going to work. We can have this. And it's the good teams that will say, you know what? Everybody switch lanes. This isn't working. And it's the teams that need to improve that say, okay, let's just keep seeing what happens. No, you got to move. You got to innovate. That's why we see so many different item combinations on these meta heroes. That's why we see so much innovation in this tournament, is because the good teams got to learn. So you can't leave Centaur in that lane if it ain't working. Got to move them. And that's something that they will hopefully see today.
Yeah, Tigers is looking pretty good. If you compare Tigers to what we saw earlier from Complexity, do you have a favorite in mind from this? Yeah.
I would go for Tigers. I think Tigers are the right draft about they have some Wonder Kid himself.
Owen, did you do something to your microphone? Well, don't talk because we can't actually hear you.
What?
Yeah, he did.
So I think he killed it.
Run out of battery.
No, you probably broke it, like you broke the couch.
It's got the batteries run out.
All right, I'm sure we can fix that. We can't hear you.
I believe he's screaming, the battery's out, low battery. Well,
Yeah,
All right.
bring him over. Oh, yeah, give that one.
yeah, give me that.
Feel free.
Hey!
Yay, we got a microphone comment.
Thank you so much.
Nice.
Yo, what up, ladies and gentlemen? What
You
up?
gotta, it's a directional. You gotta actually hold it in front of your mouth.
Kids hold it. What up, everybody? Thank you for coming down to the show.
You're actually pointing it towards your chin.
Yeah, I'm pointing it down towards the lower tones of my mouth. When I point it down, it sounds really
Hey,
good.
a draft.
Thank God.
Thank you, Lord. All right, we have a draft here today. Magnus and the
goodness.
SD banned out again. What is the secret of the SD? Why do they keep phase banned?
But you are in the analyst
we have
slot.
to know.
You should know.
What?
You're in the analyst seat.
I am in the analyst seat. Well, if you do your homework, Royal Never Give Up loves that Shadow Demon. It does a lot of things on this team, and it can prevent a lot of stuff. For one, they might be wanting to pick that Necrophos, not getting the chance to, and of course, great against that. But number two, we saw a lot of momentum on Tigers. Tigers went in, Tigers finished stuff, Tigers got out. And if you got a Shadow Demon, you got to wait around for him to get out of the bubble. Ain't nobody got time for a bubble bag. We got work to do. We got things to do.
And these, you know, if you can't beat the PL, you become the PL. And SD's one of those heroes that can do that. You see a PL, RNG get the Shadow Demon, bam. They make their own PL. He starts making his own illusions, and suddenly the game breaks.
You ever see two cats in heat fighting?
No, I don't. That's not my fetish.
Well, it never ends. All night outside. They won't shut the hell up. That's what happens when you get an SD versus a PL.
Hello, is my mic working?
That's
again?
not cats in heat.
Well, they're fighting.
Yeah.
Cats on heat is when they're about to have babies, isn't it?
No,
No.
they fight.
Yeah.
They want to fight for the cat that's in heat, the two males.
Yes, the two males.
Cats
are fine.
in heat.
And males don't get in heat.
Isn't that the name of a really good documentary on lions?
What?
Down in the Sahara.
Conservation movie about endangered lions? No. Ogre
It's pretty
Magi.
hot over there. I mean, yeah.
Oh, you know who's been a cat in heat? Tigers this
Tigers.
game. Because they've been getting everybody.
No, tigers aren't actually biologically related to cats.
You stupid.
Well, the guy who said that was.
You just said it, you idiot. No one else has ever said that. Of course they're cats. What else would they be, you moron? Ogre Magi picked
Some
them.
sort of, I don't know, estranged hippopotamus.
Yeah, I think it's time for you to maybe go take a nap, Owen.
I know Kyle is still, you know, here somewhere.
Babe,
Maybe he can say.
man of sleeps and nightmares. He's in the game.
That's
Yep.
great.
Weaver,
transition.
I like it. Great way to open. What's happened to this hero? Why aren't people playing it? It's broken as hell.
Yep.
You need to draft this hero, kids, if you want to win the game of Dota 2.
Bane? You kill Weaver in 2018.
You don't.
You don't.
You have to go back in time, but he's already gone back in time.
That's
so by
time
going
up.
back in time, you're pushing him further back in time.
He's invincible.
And before you know it, you're back at the Big Bang or whatever you want to believe the beginning of the world was.
Great. All right. But anyway, Weaver in this current patch, you get an Aether Lens,
Yeah.
this kid can't die. You get a Lincoln Sphere, you can, but it's going to be harder.
What's the Ether Lens got to do with him not dying?
Excuse me, Aeon Disc. I always
Thank
get
you.
those.
I thought you were going to point out the Ether Lens and the Aghanims build, which is also a
This
way
is
of making
good.
sure your teammates never die.
Yeah, he's a great hero. But we're
Yeah.
going to see Ogre Magi picked up. We've got our eyes on Terrorblade.
Oh,
Kids at home.
it's in the
Ooh,
pool.
You see that Ogre, you say, Daddy, is that Terrorblade coming home for Christmas?
I mean, I think if it's Tigers, you'd rather go with the PL. I know Terrorblade is good, but it's the PL. So sometimes the Weaver can be good against the PL in the lane. You've got sort of bugs. They're going to stay on the PL after his doppelganger, so it could be pretty nice for getting behind that tower, diving him down and trying to crush him in the early stages. But Tigers are just so damn good with the PL, it may be a temptation to get it third pick once again, but we'll see.
We'll see. Maybe they're picking the Ogre Magi to bait out that Terrorblade ban so that they can get PL. Because,
Because, yeah, this is a great position for Tigers to be in. They know that RNG, they're going to ban one or the other, and Tigers, they're probably going to be able to grab the other.
that's correct. They've really set themselves up for success.
Yeah.
You got to go ahead and get rid of the Drow. Makes a lot of sense to me. You got two ranged heroes. Weaver just hits like a freaking truck with that Drow. They don't want that sneaky Drow coming out later. So I like that ban. Get rid of him.
Does mean that what the Stay Invoker has not been banned, so his Invoker is still in the pool.
Yet.
And there is that Bane setup. Can be very nice to play around with the Invoker.
Oh, Nelly.
Surely
Yeah.
they will ban it, though. They banned it out last game as well. They banned it out together with a troll, which was a little bit of a question mark ban for me. But
Yeah, still, the mystery of that troll was never revealed.
No.
But, you know.
Maybe it was just a troll.
Hey. Anywho, Weaver could be. Does the bug actually stay when he doppels?
Yeah.
It really does.
I'm telling the truth. It is that good. That's pretty good, right?
That's
As I say, when you're
actually
diving him under tower, he's like, well, I'm going to doppel, and then suddenly this bug, because it's a time bug, right?
It's a time bug.
It doesn't matter where you jump or what realm you end up in. That bug's still going to be on you.
That's a baby time bug
It's
there.
a time bug.
but who's gonna double? There's no PL yet.
Well, I'm saying
No, it's coming.
it's an answer because we know that Tigers loves the PL. RNG know there's a good chance there'll be a PL in the game.
But will they pick PL?
Yes, we've seen the
well,
end of
I
the
don't know.
draft.
They might not want to.
We did.
We've time-lapsed back.
Oh,
Ah.
wow.
Well,
in that case, it's all yours.
All right. Well, next up, they're going to take some more reserve time. As a hint for you.
Zax, if you could time lapse once in your life, would you do it after the best moment in your life or after the worst moment in your life?
Why would you want to relive the worst moment of your
No,
life?
no, no.
Because then
You
it
would
wouldn't be the worst
able to
moment of your
change
life
it.
anymore. Because you'd
Might
have
be able
two
to
worst
change
moments of your life.
Nice.
No, you'd be able you'd be able to change it
Yeah,
or
okay.
relive your happiest moment.
Yeah.
You definitely go with the worst moment because happy moments can stay with us forever in our hearts. But bad moments are worth changing.
Well, there you go.
Also, I time-lapse my ally instead.
Time lops.
Time-lapse my loved one right when they died so I could watch it happen again.
What?
What?
Motherfuckers.
Banned
Hey,
the
oh, no, we've said
It's
too
gone.
much.
Oh, and they got the
it's a
TV.
disaster.
Oh, this is nice from RNG.
They've banned the PO.
That's
They've
nice.
taken the Terrorblade.
I like this approach.
Deny pick.
Wait, googly moogly.
Oh, yeah. This is looking much better than
The
Game
game's
1
over.
for RNG.
They time-lapsed our time-lapse. They saw the future and they changed it. They relived the worst moment of their lives, losing the second game in a row at DreamLeague. They changed it. Terrifying.
Can't move.
Smart indeed.
Well, you know what? Ogre Magi is pretty good with Lena anyway. More attack speed, less problems.
Well, and with any carry, really.
Sure.
Yeah, but which carry do they want to grab?
You know,
What do you want against I mean, we're seeing Terribly win so many games. What do they want to do against it?
You know, I will say, though, a very risky play here. 2 carries that do a lot of damage but are squishy as hell.
Yep.
Maybe it's not a great combo. I mean, if Tiger just goes for as much bursty damage as possible, per se, per chance, maybe even something like a Pugna.
Pugna's good, yeah. Pugna is not a bad one. I mean...
Actually, this game's really easy. Everybody on this team has like 200 HP. Literally just get burst damage. You just won the game.
I mean, they've already got the Lina.
Yeah, that's great.
Great start.
And they get another Titan.
Hell,
That's 7 armor
I
from
like
TB.
this, and I know Fog's going to be very happy. He loves the ET, and he's always on about it. He says, why don't people pick ET against Terrorblade more? And I think he's right. I like this approach from Tigers. I think Fog's right. I don't always agree with him on everything, but I will on this one. ET is absolutely underplayed at the moment.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
Oh, what have we got wrong now? Oh.
Yes, we got another Titan.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought he was going to punch me then. I'm not even really going to dare
beat
you.
you.
I mean, Fog just came over very excited. Yeah, we got the Elder Titan.
Gentlemen, lady, we have lockdown for days. We
Lockdown
got
for
bursty
days.
damage looking stuff.
Yeah?
I gotta admit, Royal never give up. Maybe they're just trying to grab all the cookies, but Tiger's about to bring down the hammer.
What does the hammer do to the cookies?
Smash that shit.
But then no one gets the cookies.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a disaster. That's really sad, actually. That made me feel really bad.
Invoker banned out.
Yeah.
Yep, as
That was a while
expected.
ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Royal never give up. News needs, as we said, something tanky, something that control Elder Titan. Brewmaster, Centaur, both still in the game if they want to select one
we
of
got
those
that's good
right
against
now.
the ET. I mean,
Orc.
that's that. Well, there you go. That's good against the ET. You run in the face of the ET, you get on top of him with the battery assault. ET can't cast anything.
He's sad.
Where's that clock going to be played? I imagine it's got to be a 4, right? We're going to have Weaver on one side lane, Terrorblade on the other side lane, so a good old position 4 clock. I like it. It's maybe one of the reasons AET sort of slipped away. Everyone was starting to play 4 clock against it, so RNG getting that through, that's good news for them.
5 seconds remaining.
Yep, that's true. That does provide a nice little barrier between all those squishy boys,
That's
you know?
good.
Try to get in on there and Clockwork's cogsing you, blocking you, scouting you. That's a great pick. Really like it.
Let's see what Tigers want to get with the ET. I mean, ET Lina, that's fantastic.
Sure.
Just burst. It's crazy. If they can get the Spirit on top of someone and Lina can drop the combo, you're killing all of these, apart from maybe the clock. Once he's got a couple of items, he's going to be a little tankier.
Yeah.
And Tigers, what else do they want to grab with it? The Arc Wardens.
Some say the counter to Terrorblade. Some.
Yeah. Warden.
I mean, Arc Warden's a weird pick. He needs a lot of farm. He has got to do a lot. And these guys have a lot of ways of chasing him down and knocking him out, which he's very scared of. But I think they do have enough to maybe save his life and get him that farm. I mean, once he gets out of control, there's nothing that's going to be stopping that Arc Warden. Not to mention it opens up another win condition. Suddenly with Arc Warden, what do you know? We now have to be scared of split push. It ain't all team fight, which, you know, Royal Never Give Up does certainly have the opportunity to maybe hit some towers, but a split push team, I would not call it that.
Oh, I am not convinced.
You don't like
again,
Arc Warden?
I don't like. So what I'm thinking is late game. I think Royal Never Give Up is super scary because it's just purely for the Terrorblade factor, and then you don't really want to take it late game. So why would you pick an Arc Warden that probably is gonna just delay the game until late game? Don't you want something that can capitalize on being able to do something earlier?
Yeah, but Arc Warden has a lot of options, you know? He can get a sheep stick, and what is Terrorblade going to do once that BKB reaches 5 seconds? Double
It is
sheeps.
good. I sort of going back to what you were saying. I wouldn't mind if they do like Lina mid, Arc Warden safe, and then Tigers got the Pugna.
Yeah,
Get that Pugna in there. Add to the blast, add to the push.
definitely.
Pugna is super strong.
Radiant team pick.
Look at Bloodseeker. Do we like this? I mean, well, it is a hero that has a good amount of burst against the TB. It can make life pretty hard for terms of finding the Sunder, because TB, he's normally sort of standing his ground in the middle of the fight. He's going to get hit by the Blood Bright. So before he's got that BKB, there's going to be the problem there. The vision can be very nice for Arc Warden to just keep his eyes on the prize, chasing down those targets, getting the Spark Race down when you have that That vision as they fall beneath the Bloodseeker passive.
5 seconds.
I like it a lot. A Bloodseeker's job is basically to cause complete havoc towards
Yeah.
the mid game. Hopefully they send him mid. He just makes a ton of room for Arc Warden to get those items that are needed. And they're gonna go for Tinker.
Okay.
Tinky Winky, ladies and germs.
I'm not seeing it.
Buckle in. This is gonna
It's
potentially be
too
long.
greedy.
This is a greedy as hell lineup. You are correct.
And Bloodseeker and Lina, you know, they're less greedy. And sure, Arkward is a little on the greedy side, but he can take that. I feel like
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think Tigers is just in a good spot.
Yeah, TB and Tinker, that's pretty great. You're right. That's pretty great because they both want to sort of be in the jungle. Sure, Tinker's gonna be pushing the side lanes, but there's definite ways to catch him. You know, if this Bloodseeker picks up a Yules, I mean, Lina's gonna have a Yules. They're gonna have multiple ways that they can set up combos onto Tinker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no way that he's going to have a really easy mid either. I got to agree with
No.
you guys.
So are we in unison? Are we all going for Tigers?
I'll definitely go for Tigers. I think it's a better draft this game from RNG than game one because there's no quap, but I think that overall Tigers have the ways to deal with the Tinker and the Terrorblade. If this game goes late, they're gonna be struggling, you know. But I don't think it's going to. I think this Tinker and Terrorblade are gonna get punished early on.
Yeah, I got to agree with you. I mean, late game Tinker versus late game Arc Warden, it's a bit of a wash, but still, I mean, Arc Warden he's got all those items too. So it's really who does better, and with the lineup that they have, way too greedy.
Is it going to get to late game? That's the
They're
question,
going to be able to
really.
hunt that Tinker down pretty easily, I think.
Tigers is
Yours
it.
Tigers.
A lot of answers for
Yeah.
mid.
We're going for 4 2-0s today. We'll see. By the way, quick reminder that you can, of course, during the game, vote for your MVP. Make sure to do so because we will be judging your vote at the end. Here are your options. Make it count. And I know 2 people who will make their time count because these 2 people are going to be the ones bringing you all the action, the whole story of the second game. It is over to Moxie and Fog.
All right, we're back. Good to see you guys again. And so it seems like the panel's pretty heavily favoring Tigers. What do you think?
I do like their idea behind their draft. I'm happy they pick Elder Titan. I do like the response by RNG getting the Clockwork really quickly, but it is going to be a support Weaver. That is the play that they're doing for here and doing the offlane Clockwork. So he's going to probably going for that Aghanims like Aether Lines build that we've seen to be able to protect the Terrorblade. But Tigers, they have drafted a lot of responses to deal with this TB. They've got the Elder Titan in particular, which is very strong. They're actually running the core Ogre again with 1437 and Lina. So Ogre plus Lina, a lot of pressure coming out from that lane. We'll see if the Bane's going to at least be able to try to protect.
Guys, I literally saw Fog just go running out of the room and he was so excited when he saw that Elder Titan.
Now shall the battle turn.
So I'm hoping that, you know, we're going to see some really nice plays here and that excitement wasn't misplaced.
I just love, I mean, anybody who knows, anybody who's seen, I am an Elder, well, I'm not lately, I haven't been able to play too much Dota, but I am a disgusting, filthy Elder Titan spammer. I love this hero.
So you're going to be hypercritical about this, though?
No, I think I've seen Zephyr play it. He's good,
All
and
right,
he's got a pretty good game for it too. It's bad versus Clockwork. Like Clockwork, you get on top of this Elder Titan, it's super easy. But Elder Titan is great versus TB because you reduce that armor if you're standing next to him with your hero, but you also amplify any magic damage if you just throw the Spirit on him.
Right.
And it's also good to hunt the Tinker. You actually have to itemize a little bit weird sometimes on Tinkers. You may have to go for like a 4-staff or something protective.
Oh, that's a lot of
Impressive.
damage coming out here. They do pick up the battery assault. Not actually going to connect on anything, though. And, well, Force Them Away did get themselves 2 bounty runes, though.
Already liking what the Elder Titan's doing. Having that, getting Astral Spirit level 1, hit both heroes, get that plus damage, plus 30 from it if you hit both heroes at level 1, and you can just punch them.
The endorsement from Fogged here, so.
I love this hero. I'm telling you, I just want to look at top lane this whole time.
Well, that's where we're looking right now, so that's going to work out for you. Got that Spirit walking around, getting that a little bit of extra damage, and just going to go punch that Bane right there in the face.
Yep. They've nerfed this hero, so the armor is a bit low, but you just has a stout shield, and if you hit the whole creep wave plus 2 heroes, you get like plus 54 or so, as you saw there, and can put a lot of pressure on Afu. He's actually going to be the support that's placed bottom to try to make sure that this Terrorblade can farm. They don't put the Bane to protect the TB, so TB has to use Meta Red at the start to make sure that he can farm the first wave, but come that second wave, Lina and Ogre are definitely going to put pressure onto Monet.
Yeah, that's a pretty scary lane, as we saw earlier, just against a Centaur, right? Centaur pretty tanky, has a lot of good survivability, but the Lina and the Ogre just were able to put so much pressure, being able to land the Light Strike arrays, throwing out, like, look at this bullying coming out, too.
I mean, this
triple
lane's...
mango threat.
Yeah, I mean, this lane's going to be a total disaster for RNG. They can't actually bully the Ogre. They can try to get the kills maybe on 1437 when they have bugs and meta available, but it's 100 seconds with meta down. Monet's not going to be able to farm down here after this. Creep wave's pushing out too, so they have to try to get the pull. They at least did put a sentry down to open it up. We might see the Lina actually run over here and try to body block it again. I think we're probably going to see 1437 do that.
I guess the thing I'm concerned about is, like, we heard the panel talking about it as well. It's a very greedy draft. You've got a Tinker, you've got this Terrorblade, so you can't really even just rotate, right? You can't, there's just not enough farm on the map, I feel like, if both the lanes are struggling.
Yeah. Definitely not. And they don't really have any team fight either. If you look at their lineup, it's like the Clockwork has to be everything. He's their ganker, he's their team fighter, he has to be the full saving grace if anything goes bad in the laning phase. And the laning phase is already looking pretty damn bad. Tinker getting crushed actually in this mid matchup. Bottom, Terrorblade got the 3 last hits with meta, but now cannot farm at all because he steps up, he gets chain stunned. And top lane, Arc Warden is free farming.
They keep keeping the Terrorblade pretty low as well, so that's giving the little extra boost to the Bloodseeker. We've seen that happen a couple times now in these games. Yeah, Stay's really kind of struggling here. We're looking at that CS. 4-1 on Tinker right now, and 13-12 over here on Ajit.
I don't think that should be happening. This is I mean, Bloodseeker does very well in all these kind of matchups, but Tinker is one of the few that you can start to get the bully because you can throw the laser to mess up the last hits. Every time he blood rages, he takes amp damage too, so you just chuck out your spells every single time there. But oh my goodness, already I mean, look at that. He does the body block that I was mentioning too, so they can keep the lane pushed up. So they have double range creep here, so that means the lane's gonna push out on RNG, which means the Ogre and Lina can just constantly keep bullying. They get the chain stun. Afu will be okay, actually.
Yeah, not quite enough damage there just yet, but enough to be very, very annoying at the very least. And, like, it's very tough, right? You look at Monet, you look at Afu, they just don't really have that much HP because of the threat that they pose.
Yeah. Safe actually does get some pressure out.
Might be able to get something here on Moon. He's pretty tanky. They follow up with a nice Light Strike array. Afu's got to be careful here too now because he is a little bit forward. Monet just burning away here.
He might die.
They follow up the Fire Blast. Can they get this kill? One more hit. First blood gets drawn by Moonhander. That is not how you want to start this. They're going to try to go for a little bit of a dive here, Afu, but they have a stick. Oh, that Light Strike array could have been a disaster. It is a disaster. We lose Afu too. Too greedy, my friend.
Yeah, that's a big problem already. That was meta use too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he just died with meta, so now he can't last hit at all. There's all three cores are absolutely free farming.
This is a huge problem for RNG right now.
Thanks.
This absolutely huge issue. You've already, you know, like you said, you've committed the meta. Meta's going to be on cooldown. You can't approach that wave. It's way too difficult. You know, you're looking at Ajit over here in mid. He's just running away with the CS. He's feeling very, very powerful. They're trying to send the Bane over here to do some harassment, but he's got to be so careful too. 343 is trying to run himself away here and just chasing after. Will be able to go throw out that laser, but it's like a little tickle to him. He doesn't seem to care that much. He knows he can just go and heal up right away again.
Yep. Very, very troublesome. Bounty Rune's going to start coming out, so we see Tiger's positioning for 2 of them down here. Afu, he's going to invis and try to get one of them at least here. Will he?
Well, that's spam play. He does manage it.
Will get it.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. That's quite fortunate. And they're actually bringing the Bane now to try to protect. I think they should have done this earlier. I think Bane had to be down here to protect this Terrorblade to farm. Like when you're going top as a Bane with a Clockwork, I think Clockwork is one of those heroes. If you do pick it as an offlaner, he can just be left on his own. He has to. He'll find his way to just cog the wave, pull it back constantly. A Bane needs to be there to protect your hard carry, your win condition, which is the Terrorblade in this game, and he's already super shut down. 16-4 last hits, has a death.
Yeah, this Ogre is just causing so many problems. He's very, very tanky, has good regen, and just can constantly harass, right? It's very similar to like when we used to see a lot of Skywrath mages coming through. You just keep spamming nonstop. Light Strike Array comes through, 1437. They're going to throw the bugs out, though. Try to throw out a little bit of damage here, and we'll force the Lina back. Moonhander doesn't seem too concerned, though. And we actually, ooh. All right, so Stay manages to get a kill over onto the Elder Titan. What happened over here in mid? My goodness.
Maybe he was trying to rotate for like some rune control to try to protect the Bloodseeker too from the rotations coming in, but does get picked off. And Monet, though.
We lose Monet in the bottom lane again.
So much magic damage. If this Ogre's almost gonna hit 6. I think Monet has to just go jungle. They've actually bought the bottle, as we see. They're sharing it so they can get rune control and to keep their mana up. And now they've just ditched the Arc Warden. Zephyr is just going to start running around the map too to look up for plays. And yeah, Moon Meander going to get such an early level 6 on this Ogre. And as we've seen, he has like a 95% multi-cast rate or something in the last game. So it's probably going to happen again this time. Monet actually just goes top. Maybe they can set up for a kill here. This could be a neat rotation.
Yeah, they're trying. There's going to be the battery assault coming out. They throw out the cogs here. It's trying to just move himself back. He is getting slowed down quite a bit. This should be a kill for sure coming out. Yeah, and that'll actually go over onto the Clockwork. I think they might have wanted to give it away over to... you know, the Terrorblade, but they do find another kill over into mid. That's just very, very greedy. It's very difficult when you're, you know, decently behind, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is giving Moon all the space in the world, has his level 6. This guy has been the multi-cast king.
Yep, this is his home. Nobody can really contest it.
No, occasionally gets poked at by a bug.
So Monet does a pretty nice gank there with the meta, but now it's a meta that was just used to get that kill. Now the Arc Warden's back, and now he has to go to the jungle, which he's going to farm a bit slower without that meta. He at least has level 5 for that level 3 Conjure Image. But it's, I mean, it's already a 3k gold lead, and you can just look at the last hits. Clockwork left in the dust. Terrorblade also kind of left in the dust. Tinker doing a little bit better, but you see in comparison to Ajit, it's also a bit of a concern.
Isn't this a big concern, though, because of the fact that you've rotated your Terrorblade out of a lane? So that just means that you're going to see more supports, maybe making, like I said, a rotation over to the mid lane here. They do find the kill over onto Zephyr. Ajit's got to run himself out. And the Lina makes a rotation to the bottom lane. They're going to take down Afu here. So, like, the problem when you shift this core, right, is that it just opens the doors for the supports to go and wander more and try to find more issues. And that's entirely the issue here with Stay, right? It's a very greedy lineup.
Yeah.
And they're going to try to punish it because he doesn't have a place to farm. He's got to stay in that lane. Ooh, smoke pops. There is somebody nearby. They ping out the 1437 is standing over here in the corner. They use the rupture, though. Stay going to try to bury himself further into the woods here. 1437. He's looking. He's getting body blocked, actually, by 343. I've got to realize something's going on here. I don't know if they're actually going to... Yeah, the Clockwork's making the rotation. There's the Nightmare coming out immediately. Going to try to block off, too, using their body. Battery assault. The Cog's actually pushing her forward, though. What a disaster. SRF. Oh, no. They still get that kill, though.
It's like all the pressure in the world is on SRF to be this like incredible space maker on this Clockwork. So we'll see if he can. He's already pretty underleveled from what I saw. And Afu going to be forced to use the Shrine to try to survive. And Moon's just like cutting waves. Putting all, this is, like we said, this is his home, and nobody can actually go down to contest this Ogre now.
Yeah, he's having the time of his life. And as this top lane, too, you've got this Arc Warden who's just being allowed to run amok.
Yep.
I'm going to just throw out those Spark Rates, chase down this little clock here. SRF trying to get himself out. Should be able to run away in time.
If they got the secondary flux, I think he probably would have gotten
Moon Meander got himself another kill. Afu, no one can go to this lane, I think, at this point. I think you just abandon it.
Yeah, they absolutely cannot. Moon has full control of it.
How many kills does Moon have now?
I think like 3 or 4. 3.
Yeah,
all right.
3.
3-0-2. They did. I mean, this Ogre Lina combo by Tigers seems to be extremely potent.
That's dirty. That's dirty. It's working out for them for sure. Especially when you consider the fact that, you know, you're going to be seeing this Lina transition even more. We saw it in the first game.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks so incredibly strong, and she's able to be a real threat.
Monet will find a D ward with his Bane. Now they know that he's, I mean, they knew he's up there anyway. They're going to try to pressure him. Bounty runes. Time to try to claim all 4, as Tiger's been doing several times. Monet, oh my God.
No, Monet, he's just obliterated there. They'll turn around. They think about going back in for half a second, but you don't have a Terrorblade anymore. I don't think that's a good idea. And Moon gets that Hood of Defiance now, too. This is just...
And 4 bounties again. They've been very good at their bounty control every 5 minutes in their 2 games so far. Moon now going to find an Arcane Rune, too. And there's just... The safe lane is ditched. The safe lane is just completely abandoned, and they have to because of how poorly it went, because of how the lane setup was, and because of how greedy they drafted overall. They didn't have the Bane down there to secure the lane. They have a support Weaver.
Oh, no.
SRF, though.
Yeah, 14370 wanted that Arcane Rune. Isn't going to be able to get it. They'll get themselves a quick pick-off.
He tried to kill it. He tried so hard to kill it in between
That battery
there.
assault, though.
So like we said, SRF, he has to have the game of a lifetime on this Clockwork in order to try to solidify.
Under that ward. Oh, no.
Ooh, man. I can't believe it's already 5k gold lead. And not even 11 minutes in.
They're playing fast and furious here. They just really haven't been contesting this Arc Warden. We haven't like viewed this top lane in like how long? Because he's just farming. He's just having all the space.
Free Midas, they made the one cool move when they cut the tree and
Afu, you cannot come to this lane. You cannot come back down here, darling.
They've already got so many sentries down here from earlier. And now they place a secondary one. Now they're looking like they want to turn it into something else. They don't want to just have these be just random kills. They want to get a tower out of it.
Yeah, look at this ward over here. Spots him out immediately, throwing out that Spark Wraith. Got that double Tempest coming out. They're going to try to burn him down fast enough. Can they do it? No.
The Spark Wraith's going to run across the map. Oh, he didn't TP to the fountain.
Oh!
He saves himself.
Wow. What a player. 3, 4, 3.
He almost killed himself because he didn't TP to fountain, though. But he makes up
Maybe
for
he
it.
wanted to just show off. Maybe he was a fancy lad there. You know?
Maybe. I hope not. That is a very risky play there.
Sometimes you gotta be a little flashy there, Fogs.
That's true.
It's gotta show your stuff. But yeah, this is looking real good right now for the side of Tigers. They feel very much in control. You've got this giant absolute unit of an ogre that is just very tanky. He has that hood.
And they're persistent too with the way that they play. Like they're making sure they keep all their lanes occupied, so everyone's kind of getting farm and they're getting these deep wards down. We do see that RNG, they have placed some deep wards too, but their movements on the map are just way more difficult. Like we said, it's pretty much only the Clockwork who can make the moves. Now they at least have Boots of Travel Tinker, so he can look to make moves around the map too, but has to be worried of just getting caught out every time he steps up.
And they've got such good lockdown here. Yeah, look at them. They're looking. They do find themselves this Weaver. They've got that sentry ward down. Oh, the Laguna comes through. It's not quite enough. Be able to go in time lapse right back to where he started there, but that was a pretty scary moment for that tiny bug.
SRF trying to get a catch here. He's under vision though. Moon spots him.
These wards are just paying off in spades for them. Look at that beautiful setup here, and they'll just take him out. Moon Meander is actually dominating. Ogre Magi, man.
Yeah.
What a hero.
Core Ogre. This Ogre, the Ogre Lena opener is...
It's good.
It's tough to contest. It just applies so much pressure to that safe lane, and now Monet.
Oh, Monet. He was looking for the Sunder, I think.
He's getting toyed with.
Yeah, look at it. Just, come on, chase me. Chase me, it'll be fun. Yeah, it does get the Sunder off. Doesn't seem too concerned here. Afu chasing after here, but we do have the Elder Titan standing nearby. They have an Aether Lens now over here on our Ogre Magi.
And a Force Staff too now in Bloodseeker, so we could see some fun Rupture plays into Force Staffs. He also just needs a Force Staff this game because they're versus Clockwork. We don't see Clock a whole lot, but that's the item that you need to get versus that hero still.
Casual Earth Splitter thrown out here, just trying to get people off the tower. And Bane has that Fiend's Grip immediately. Aji is going to be able to go through it on the Blood Right, cancel it out. Oh no, Bane. This is not your party there. Turn around, Afu can be able to Shikuchi out. They do have one sentry. They'll actually be able to de-ward at the very least. Oh, nice hook shot coming in over here. They're going to be able to get a clean-up kill over onto Wonder Kid, and they'll actually take down Afu as well. Is this going to be worth it, though? Because SRF is looking like he's in a world of hurt here. And this, oh, look at this Bloodseeker. He is so fast. Moon Meander follows up and gets the chaos.
They definitely get the better end of that one on the side of Tigers, even if they use their Arc Warden. I think Arc Warden, he last hit the Ancient Creep when there's Blood Rage, so he gained health as the Fiend's Grip was going out. So it made them take even longer to try to kill him.
Oh, stay. You are being pincered on so hard, my friend. Moon Meander comes forward. Blood Right gets placed over on the ground. Afu coming through here, gonna try to chase after the Lena. Will be able to take her down, but they still have their eyes over here on the Stinker. They'll be able to murder him right in front of his own tower. Afu, oh, they have the sentry. They've got so much vision here. Follow up with a Rupture. He's gonna be thrown over here, back on the side of the river. They'll try to hug together for that Spark Wraith here. It's so much damage. He's still dead. Head shake indeed.
Oh, poor Afu. He time lapses. Rupture takes the Rupture damage and just goes ghosts everywhere because he's revealed by that thirst. They will find the kill on Zephyr. Clockwork's still very good at being able to hunt that one. But he's the only one who can actually make these plays. Like, we keep iterating.
Look at this net worth lead, too, coming out here. All three of the cores on the side of the Dire, sitting at the top, looking real pretty right now. They've got really, this vision has just been on point. I'm actually super happy with it, right? Because you've got some really nice wards out there. You've got some nice sentries as well.
Yep. The sentry placement's been excellent. They understand that every time the Weaver walks up, he can get hit by one ogre stun, and he'll probably die from the follow-up. They've always been placing it inside of the lanes, too, just to prevent the farm.
They almost got the Weaver in the bottom tower because of one of their sentries that they placed, like right on the cusp of that that tower site. So it's good, and they just get a full invasion here.
And they're just looking. They're just running as this three-man unit right now while they're while their Arc Warden just farms, who already has, I believe, that Maelstrom on top of that Midas. Having a great time. Ajit has a Force Staff after this, but
No,
gets Fiend
you
Grip.
can't force step out of a Fiend script, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just get rid of him down there. It's a nice pick off there, for sure. Do find them to look at these multi-casts. Oh. Do manage to get that D-ward, though, at the very least down here, and that's the team. I do like how Tigers is playing very, very aggressive, right? They know that they're feeling very, very strong. They've got this, you know, very tanky ogre.
Dire's middle tower.
I think they just have to be a little bit careful because there is that threat of the clockwork, right?
Yeah, but they know that they're playing versus a greedy lineup, and they have the response to it. They have an Arc Warden who's just getting absolute free farm because of all of this. I mean, their Elder Titan's been playing kind of like the farm game too. His net worth is high. He hasn't been involved in too much though. He's just sticking top. Dropping quite low, using the splitter for the creep wave. Let's watch them die.
Boom.
Beautiful.
There they go.
Can't say I do that much, but I might actually start adding that because I do like it.
All right.
Do like that. At least he's pushing out the waves. He knows that his team doesn't really need the splitter for fights anyway.
Should be able to get this tower here. But that Tempest Double is looking to get the last hit. We'll be able to go throughout the flux. Does take down the Tempest Double.
So we'll be the earn into that Aghanims build as we kind of expected on the Weaver.
Rupture gets used over here on the Bane. Doesn't seem...
He's gonna Force Staff him. Do it.
Do they even need it? I don't know if they even need it. They don't need it, baby. That lucky little ogre over here, but there's going to be a big Laguna Blade. SRF's still going to be able to get this kill. Meander, he's going to finally get taken out. That's a wicked sick kill streak. Taken over here. Meta gets used, and it looks like Bloodseeker just going to trot himself out here.
That's a huge kill. That Monet gets surged all the way up to the top 3 in gold. All right, so they're finding themselves some type of kills here, and Monet is catching up. Level 13 Terrorblade has been left alone to farm for quite a bit of time. So RNG at least has that going for themselves, and Stay has Blink and Bot. So he's going to start farming in these very risky positions where he knows his Terrorblade can't farm, cutting the creep waves.
It's a bit scary thinking back to the last game, right, when he was just being hunted constantly as the Quap. But Tinker, a little bit better than the Quap pick, I believe.
Yeah, he can hide in the tree lines.
Still very greedy, but...
Yep.
So meta down here for another 100-something seconds.
But his farm's good. Lands Yasha already. That's pretty damn significant. He's back up. He's up to top 2 net worth. And it seems like Tigers, they're they're okay with just farming, it seems, for a bit here too. They're not actually looking for these hunting plays.
You think that's the right call here?
It's tough, because they probably do want to hunt, but the problem is lanes. Because this Tinker has just been blinking into these tough positions and just cutting the creep wave, so they have to make sure that they push the creep equilibrium in so they actually can look for these hunts without it being too obvious.
I think I remember, too, looking at Moon Meander. I think he had a Shadow Blade queued up.
Yeah, he wants to be the one that's just hunting around looking for the kills, getting into the back
He's
lines.
actually got the Shadow Amulet already picked up as well.
Yeah.
I think I was watching one game. I forget which team Moon was on at the time, but he was playing Puck. I think he was playing in the offlane as well. And his team was struggling so hard. They needed like all of these items. He ended up just getting like an assortment. Oh, hookshot comes through. 1437. Not going to be long for this world. Even uses the Laguna, but it's a clockwork. He's pretty damn tanky.
Finding themselves a ton of space on the map. Now Tinker's top 3, Terrorblade top 2 net worth.
They've got to be careful that they're not throwing away all these kills.
Yeah, Tigers definitely has to be a little bit more careful to find this, but the waves just keep getting pushed in onto their side.
Yeah, I think it was a Puck. He ended up going for like a full Maelstrom, and I don't remember if he right into the loving arms of Moon Meander. And there's going to be the Blade Mail coming out. It's going to try to TP. Oh, the Fiend's Grip comes through, though. They're going to be able to take down Ajit. And there's going to be the return, though, coming out from Wonder Kid as he takes down 343. Can they get anything else here? Afu trying to run himself through. They'll throw down that Spark Ray. They've got the sentries again. They really would love to find him, and he's going to try to hide over into the court. Does get the time to stop, but he goes right back into that sentry. Still not enough damage to take him down.
Moon's trying to hunt. He's got the Shadow Blade.
Dire's middle tower
Will he
has
find him
fallen.
here? He will not. Or will he?
Oh,
just out of vision.
so close.
Dire are scanning.
More space for this Tinker and Terrorblade.
Oh, there's another hook shot coming out here. SRF, making those plays. Will allow the Elder Titan, though, to walk away.
Has the Force Staff picked
Oh,
up.
oh,
The Shadow Blade!
multicast! That giggle is like I feel like that's definitely insult to injury, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just ogre thing.
It's a little teehee.
So next big timings would be those BKBs, or at least the one BKB on the side of Tiger, so they don't have to worry about the clockwork and this Tinker in the back lines.
Yeah, hats off to SRF, though. He's been finding some really nice pickoffs, and he's been making these plays.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, he's 5-2 and 7. We said a lot of the pressure was on him, and he's definitely been delivering, making the space. They've cut the lead down to 4K. They've already got this blink. They're going for the Dagon on this Tinker, and Terrorblade. Terrorblade is getting online. I want to watch this beautiful multi in slow motion.
Boom.
Smack. Beautiful.
Sounds like one of those old songs from, like, what was it, 2000s?
Boom smack.
Boom, smack, sound of my heart.
I was thinking the same exact thing. I'm glad you actually thought that as well. I wasn't going to say it, but...
Oh, it's okay. I'll say it. I don't care.
Nice.
All right. Well, we do have a full squad down here in the bottom lane. And they're looking around. There's nothing to be found, though. So smoke comes out, though, on the side of Tigers. They're looking as well.
First time they're actually bringing the Elder Titan with them to the gank, so we're looking for a bit of a
A lot
fight.
of people down here. Oh, ships passing through the night. They're on the high ground. They know that there's something up. They'll turn around. There's going to be the toss coming out here from the... Oh, the hook shot. No! Monet walks right into it. They'll follow. Oh, look at that erased. SRF will not be causing any problems for them this time around. They throw down the Earth Splitter.
Monet meant to dodge the stun from the Elder Titan.
Well, he's not going to be able to man to dodge this, unfortunately.
No, he will not.
Killing spree.
Oh,
Followed
no,
up.
the multi.
Afu. Poor Afu. They just have sentries everywhere. They're being so good about that vision.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Uh-oh, did you get a pause?
It's the first time that Zephyr has joined on the Elder Titan, finds a pretty good stomp, almost catch Monet, and they get themselves 3 kills for 0. That's definitely what they need.
I was about to say, Fog, did you know that it's everyone's responsibility to make the Dota 2 community a friendly and responsible community?
Better tell that to Slacks. Just kidding. He's very positive in his games. He makes everybody have a hell of a time. On the mic,
he, though? Is
on the
he?
mic, on the mic, he sometimes is, but you know, in the background, he's whispering to himself and just.
I don't know. He doesn't really whisper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've played some bumps with Slacks. That boy does not know how to whisper, I'm pretty sure, unless it's to be a little creepy.
That's fairly true. I was trying to be nice.
We're savage here, right?
Radiant's
Okay, so
middle
Dagon
tower
finished
is
up, so
under
they have
attack.
good burst damage for this Arc Warden, at least on the Tinker now, but this Arc Warden just getting all the space in the world. We're probably going to see now some Tinker Wards be placed soon on the side of Tigers, so they can at least hunt, stay a little bit better. They haven't actually placed anything just yet.
I like how they're throwing the Spirit through, trying to get a little bit of vision as well.
Yeah, if he actually is able to find him with the Spirit at all, like he hasn't itemized any defensive items, so he gets hit by a Stomp, he's more than likely to die. And BKBIB, I believe, is finished on Ajit. So they're still in a good spot, 7K gold lead, and they're still playing a bit of that farm game. Full Hurricane Pike into Maelstrom. And he's going for Blade Mail, it looks like, as the next choice. So he has a lot of raw HP. That's the one thing about Arc Warden. Your strength gain is pretty high.
Right.
And if Tinker actually just blinks in and laser rockets Dagons you, or you pop out into Marches, March is probably the biggest one. You double Blade Mail, right? And you run into the March.
That's true.
So
yeah, that is going to
that's-
be an issue for them trying to go high ground here.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little scared. I think he does need to get a Yule Scepter probably on the Tinker. Some type of defensive item so he doesn't actually just get killed by Blade Mail. As the farm game does continue on both sides, so we're probably going to just continue seeing Moon hunting with this Shadow Blade, and the big plays will probably happen around those bounty runes. It seems like Tigers really prioritizes fighting on bounties.
Oh boy, this is looking a little scary. The Force Staff comes through. They've actually got the Fiend Script to follow up. What a nice hook shot though coming out. We'll be able to take down Mimi, and a BKB going to get revealed now over onto Ajis, trying to run himself away. Does have that Blade Mail over there too. As they chase down this Elder Titan, and there's the zap coming out.
Oh, I actually forgot they have that combo. They have the Weaver and Tinker, so they've got the bugs with Tinker in the later stages, so they have the vision, so he can always get those rockets off.
That is a pretty nice deal.
Kind of forgot about that one.
It's all right. We won't hold it against you, Fogged.
Yeah. I saw it, and I was like, oh, yeah.
I feel like this game is starting to slip a little from Tigers. I don't know. Is that just me?
The Terrorblade and Tinker are definitely getting a lot of farm, and Bloodseeker and Ogre have started to slow down, but Arc Warden is keeping up.
Okay.
But it is starting to feel a little bit troublesome for them.
Just feels like we've
Still
seen a
good
couple of
lead,
these
though.
fights that just have not gone super well for them.
Yeah.
Starts off with like a pretty good engagement, but and there's just always someone else that jumps in.
It all depends on how I see these games a lot where I see like the Tinker starts to recover and all that, but then it's that one death. Tinker just gets caught out one time and it's just like, oh my God, this 13,000 net worth, it's just gone.
Yeah.
So, and he has no defensive item. If he gets caught out by anything, he will die. So it's going to be a lot of pressure on him to just have really, really good positioning pretty much.
I feel like that's pretty scary too when you've got like Meander's got that full-on Shadow Blade. He's going for an Axe too, so he's going to be getting even more multicasts.
Yep. They haven't placed any of the Tinker wards just yet. Whenever they can actually push the lanes out, they will try to set those up. But Stay's been playing he's been playing it pretty damn good on the Tinker, at least after the laning phase. He's just making sure he stays in those tree lines, cutting those creep waves, and taking the risky farm. So that his TP can farm safely.
Well, you know, you're making it work because it is a very greedy lineup. So.
Yep. They just want to stall till this BKB comes out, and then they can look to try to take some fights. But Arc Warden still is going to be a very big threat, as he does have the option to get the Blade Mail in a second if he wants to. It's only about 90 gold away.
Everyone's pretty quiet right now, though. Do you see that Stay kind of hiding up here in the trees? Like you said, playing it safe, just pushing out the waves.
They're not hunting him that much. They haven't put down the vision still either.
There's the Blade Mail, though, that just got picked up.
Yeah, that could be the timing for them to look for a fight. This Blade Mail could put in work versus that Tinker, also even versus TB. If he just walks in, if he just pops double Blade Mail.
That's true.
I'm just gonna watch to see if he actually does double Blade Mail, kills him on March of the Machines. It could happen. It could definitely happen.
Well, I hope that if it happens, we see a tip come out, because I feel like that's very tip-worthy.
Yeah.
These group gets used, though, over on the Elder Titan. There's going to be the TP coming in from the Tinker, and there it is. They do manage to just burst down the Elder Titan. Nightmare comes out over here onto the Arc Ward. He's not going to be able to do much of anything right now.
Nice gank there by 343. Finally he's able to find someone split pushing. And they do now finally place
Ooh, the hook
ward.
shot comes through, and that's a very dead Lina.
They might actually be telltale that that ward's placed there. I see it. 1437 is the one pinging it right now. He wants to make sure they protect that one. And Weaver's also getting close to an Aghanims. So they're going to be able to have those save mechanics for both Tinker as well as that Terrorblade. Tigers.
I like it. I like it, especially when you consider, you know, the potential, like you said, with the double Blade Mail and all these multicasts, obviously. All right, they're standing nearby here in their... I feel like they kind of want to go in, they kind of don't, but it looks like they're just going to protect their Terrorblade as they take this tower. Meander comes forward again, another multicast going through. They follow up with the Spirit coming forward. You're going to get a little bit of that damage. Afu sitting behind the tower. They're going to go throw down that blood right on the ground, clear up through these creeps.
Both teams have such good stall mechanics versus these pushes.
Oh, they have
EP Spirit versus Tinker. Sentry's ready, as usual, versus Afu, but he will scurry away.
That's a good word. I like that word, scurry.
Scurry. Yeah, I try not to say that one too much because I always feel like I say when I see Weavers. I just feel like that's what they do. They're like,
Well, they snicker snack, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
little bugs.
it's definitely a snicker snack sound. Just cleaning out these waves, though. Everybody's being super, super patient. Haven't seen any really big fights in a while.
No, both teams just. I mean, it's a split push for split push game, and you've got a Terrorblade farming and taking like the Saber farm, Tinker split pushing while Arc Warden responds to the split push. Could be a long one we have in store for us, but it also could just end abruptly in one big team fight.
That's true.
Oh,
That's
that
Dota 2 for you, and there's an Afu. Oh, he actually... Oh, the hookshot comes through from SRF. They're going to join in this fight. Monet comes forward. He pops that Metamorphosis. He'll take down 1437. He's already used Laguna. Oh, but look at that Earth Splitter. Afu is absolutely toast. He'll take down the Bane as well. Now they're kind of on the run here. They're just going to back off a little bit. They do lose Moon Meander here, and there's just so much damage coming out from this Tinker. Wonder Kid's still there. They're going to pop that BKB, though, over here on Monet. He doesn't seem to care too much about this Tempest double as he takes him out. So 0 to 60. You look very displeased right now.
No, that was fine. They actually, that's a great fight for RNG. They cut the gold lead by a decent chunk. That's the BKB reveal, and now they show that they have like this high-level Dagon too. SRF finds a pretty good hook shot.
That was a really nice hook shot coming
Yeah.
through to initiate. That was just what they needed there.
It's just supports for supports in that one, but at least they get the. I mean, Ogre's actually a core. Sorry, I keep forgetting that. I'm like, they killed the support. Wait, it's an Ogre. But you definitely, like you were mentioning before, RNG, they are definitely getting quite a lot of breathing room, and having a Tinker and a Terrorblade going toward those later stages of the game, they have to be pretty happy. The double Blade Mill, Tinker.
Is that another arcane? Oh man, let's see. It has had several arcane roots now.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Gonna go just for the straight Hex next, so they want to have a little bit more catch. But, I mean, they're definitely playing this good, the way that they've stalled it out. The gold lead is pretty much gone.
Are you still concerned though that the Tinker doesn't actually have a defensive item?
He can probably get one a little bit later. He hasn't gotten picked off, so he's just been playing really well. He has not been playing, he's not been showing in lanes at all. And they haven't been able to actually find the hunt for him.
They are looking for Afu here, and immediately the time lapse comes out. Shikuchi's into the trees. I don't know if they're going to find him in time. It looks like they definitely will not. They even dropped down some of the Spark Rays. Oh, top lane. Uh-oh, Elder Titan, you are in for some trouble, my friend. He is going to get taken down by Stay. TP's come out over into the top lane, but we do see a bit more split pushing. So we're seeing some of that old-fashioned rat Dota.
Dire's middle
Heroes are
tower
bound to die in this game on both sides. Like the supports, it's a tough game for them. You want to be able to try to like keep these split push lanes addressed, but every time that happens, you're bound to get picked up by either a Fiend's Grip or a Clockwork Hook shot into a follow-up Boots to Travel play.
And Boon he just wants to kill Afu over and over and over, but I guess it's mostly creating space. Yeah, 1437 coming through. They do have that dust. They've got their eyes over here on Moon Meander. He is very, very tanky. He's turned back around. They're going to play right underneath the Sentry Ward. Laguna comes out. They'll take down Afu. Does manage to get that Axe, though, right before he dies. 1437 trying to run away. Cannot run from this Dagon, though, right to the face. And that was a nice chase coming out here from SRF as well. Help keep that vision slow down.
Tinker claims the gold
Dire's
lead
top
for the
tower
first time in the
is under
game.
attack.
Damn.
Yep. They stalled it out. They just constantly keep pushing in the lanes. Tigers unable to respond in the best way.
So should they be feeling really worried right now?
They should definitely start feeling really worried, yeah. I mean, Arc Warden, it's this weird matchup where it's like Arc Warden versus Terrorblade in the later stage. It's just this Tinker that causes the upset. Because he is getting incredibly farmed. Level 21, Dagon 5, almost getting Ethereal Blade to switch from the Hex. He's just looking to be pure damage, but really does still have to be careful. He could actually kill himself on a Blade Mail immediately. If Ethereal Blade Dagon 5s it, he will pretty much just die.
Have we seen any Blade Mail plays just yet?
We saw one, the Arc Warden did double Blade Mail tanking one of the Marching Machines. He got him down to like 400 HP, but
Oh, nice.
that's about it. Just playing the farm game.
They're neck and neck actually over here on this Arc Warden and the Tinker, so.
So I see that Zephyr is on the Elder Titan. He's going for BKB. That's the item of choice versus an Elder Titan, so you can stay in his face. You pop your BKB, and then you apply that minus armor aura, because you have to have your actual hero on top of him. But he's squishy. He only has 6 armor.
What's going on here? We've got that double damage rune just about to wear off over here on Monet. They're really hoping they can find something. There's 1437 over here, but it's backed up by quite a few friends, so they'll come around the corner. They go. They use that.
Oh, no.
I heard boo-boo. Uh-oh. All right, there they are going forward again. Monet here, gonna get hit with the Light Strike. All right, they'll go and land that stomp here. BKB comes out. They'll just obliterate SRF. No problem here. Easy peasy mac and cheesy. And they'll still put a little bit of damage over here, trying to chase after Stay. Can they grab him in time? They cannot stomp fast enough. And they actually see the Fiend's Grip comes out. He's over up here onto the cliff. They're still getting kills left and right, though. Monet will fall. Afu will fall. And it looks like Elder Titan somehow still alive. Light Strike Array comes through. 1437. He's got to protect his bro. He says, you get away from my Elder Titan. Haji, he's so fast right now. He's looking, but actually they'll just kind of run around in circles here.
Monet got isolated. They got the Ag's time lapse on him when he initially was getting, I think it was Elder Titan splittered, but he just gets left alone as the Tinker runs out of mana, has to reset, and now SRF looks like he's going to die. Tinker, though, might be able to pick up a kill or two.
Be able to get Moon Meander here for sure, and he also manages to get 1437. Needs to be careful, though. There's going to be the Force 4. They're going to slow him down. He's silenced up with that Blood Right. Need a little bit more damage, and they will find it for sure. That is a 10 times kill streak taken out. That's a lot of gold going over here to this Arc Warden that he definitely did not need. Oh, but there he is. He's back, comes in again, and he's going to get the kill over onto Aji. Look at these buybacks. What is happening? It's a triple kill coming out here. There's an Arcane Rune here at the bottom rune spot.
That's very costly for an RNG. Of course, they get some kills come back, but they use their buybacks on both the Tinker and the Terrorblade. If they get caught out and die, the game could just end abruptly. They're trying to get the Roshan.
Pit. Oh, dear. I mean, they don't have the Bloodseeker, right? So that's positive. The Lena's still down a little bit more, but they do have Earth Splitter up in 10 seconds here. Oh, boy.
Elder Titan, one of the better heroes at contesting for Roche Pit. You just keep throwing that spirit in, and you actually can't really commit forward for it. And
Oh, boy, that is looking not so great here for the Bane. We'll have to run them some Zac. Moon Meander coming forward, does get another multicast. Nice Nightmare coming through. Going to be able to hold on to off with just a little bit longer. Stays here. They'll go. No multicast that time. Finally, Moon has not gotten a multicast. Yeah. But it's too spooky for them to go in that pit, especially like you said with an Elder Titan, one of the best heroes to really contest that Roshan.
They stall long enough now for this Bloodseeker to respawn in. They only had to expend what? Was it just an Ogre buyback on the side of Tigers? It was.
Yes.
While on the other side, they used
4.
3, 4, 4, 3.
4. No, oh wait, I'm sorry, I can't see it.
It looks like a no. I got.
No,
I see
they're all
the
numbers.
Weaver looks like he bought back 2, but it's not. He doesn't.
Okay,
Gold.
it's just not the gold. All right.
But 3, and it's not even just 3. It's the 3 cores. So definitely costly for them as they don't really get anything out of those buybacks. And Tigers, they reset. No meta available now on RNG either.
So is this where they should really start, trying to push the envelope again? Now that
They can
the
look to
meta's
take
down?
some fights. Yeah. I think they're happy. They're probably just like, wow, okay, the 3 of their cores bought back. We have so much liberty now on the map.
That's true, because they have to play very conservatively now.
Yep.
Or they have to pray that Afu is just quick with the fingers.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
24-28, back up to that 5K gold lead for Tigers. And now they've got the hunting item. I see that Wonder Kid in your dream has the Shadow Blade picked up on top of that Orchid, so he can actually look for these hunting plays now too.
That's a pretty scary thing right now.
He can actually, so with the Shadow Blade and with the Orchid, he can actually send the Tempest Double in the backlines to try to hunt and look for this Weaver. So if he can actually find him and get the silence off, then they don't have to worry so much about that Ag's time lapse that could be a problem for them in the fights to finish up kills. And this is what exactly
Look
he's
at
doing.
him.
He's
Look,
hunting.
he finds himself the Weaver. He
Exactly.
knows that that is the person that he needs to take down as fast as possible. Nightmare coming out here from 343 will buy, again, a little bit more time.
Okay, they don't get the follow-up lockdown, but that's exactly, just as I was mentioning it, that's his play. That's literally what he's going to be doing non-stop now with this Shadow Blade, because if he can always make sure to silence Weaver, yeah, they don't have to worry about that time lapse, which is the biggest thing that they have to be
So do they have
concerned
to run
about.
as 5 now completely because of the threat that's coming out from like these 2 Shadow Blade heroes, right? They've got a lot of potential to put out a lot of damage. You've got, of course, the Bloodthorn. You've got the damage coming out from the Arc Warden, and of course, just Moon being Moon.
I don't think they can, they should be running around as at least like 3 or 4. I don't think running as 5. They have a Tinker with, I think, bots 2.
That's true,
So he
that's
can always join in, but they have to just buy a disgusting amount of sentries or make sure they have a gem on the Bane or the Clockwork in the front lines to protect.
Oh, the hook shot, it doesn't connect. Oh no, they immediately Delta split here. They know something was coming. There was a storm coming, and they didn't want it. Not the actual storm hero, obviously. But before I get yelled at, and they're like, what? There's no storm in this game, stupid girl.
No one will ever say that. Don't you worry.
I don't know which Twitch chat you've been looking at, but there's the Rupture coming out immediately over here onto Monet. Nice Nightmare getting thrown over into 1437. We'll push
Get
them back
stomped.
with the cogs. Nice stomp, and there's the Earth Splitter coming through. Where's your armor? Terrorblade does have that BKB, though. They'll turn back around. They'll actually take down Zephyr over here, and they'll still be chasing after Afu, and there's just this big fight. Aji just trying to man up here. He's got that BKB. It's looking pretty tough, but that multicast coming through will clean him up immediately, and there's a big Laguna Blade with your name on it. It's going to actually be Wonder Kid who gets that final hit off, but they're feeling real good right now.
And again, he went to find the Weaver. He just hunted to the back lines. He gets the Orchid off on him. He actually forces the Weaver to use the time lapse on himself, and then there's no protection from Monet. And now Monet is dead for 90.
They've got vision over here. I'm not sure if that, risky moves indeed. But yeah, they don't have a Terrorblade now for 60-something seconds. You don't have the Bane.
Yep.
80-something seconds.
It's okay. Close enough. The screen's pretty far away.
Radiant's middle tower is under
But yeah,
attack.
In your dream's playing it perfect. I love the Shadow Blade pickup with that Orchid. He's making Afu's life totally miserable. Because he has to, if he gets caught out like that, he has to use the time lapse on himself. Even though it's a low cooldown, they can definitely isolate and bring down Monet easily with that multicast.
Yeah, they've got a gem online too on this Ogre. His life is just going to be really hard no matter where Afu goes. If that Ogre's nearby, you're not getting away.
He has to get like some mobility item, either the Blink or just Aether Lens for castering, so he can be in the back lines.
Oh, nice stomp comes out immediately. Elder Titan was waiting. He knows that Clockwork, especially when we saw that flare, was going to be coming in here. BKB comes out on him, wants to ensure that his team
Look
can
at
get
them.
what they need. They're trying to protect it. They're going to just body block with that absolute unit. Turning back around, SRF now in for a lot of trouble here. Afu trying to get out too, actually has to use that time lapse on himself, as we discussed. But they protect the Roche. They get it over onto this Arc Warden. Oh, Afu. Oh, no.
Can't do much as Weaver when you get ruptured.
Does have buyback, though.
Does indeed. But Aegis and secured.
That was a BKB charge that came out over on Zephyr as well, so,
Okay. Small things. but
Yeah,
they
small
keep,
victories.
Yeah, they keep a huge gold lead though, and we see the bounties again. They prioritize these.
Oh,
He gets the
my
splitter,
word. Not quite enough damage, though, actually. Take him down. Very close.
but secures the 4 bounties.
Yeah, that's what, yeah. And there's the Ag's Scepter picked up over on the Ogre, too, so we're going to have more multicast, more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Not for the side of RNG, obviously.
And he's queuing up Blade Mail now too. So Blade Mail's aplenty versus this Tinker who has no defensive items. So it looked like there was a time when RNG were having some breathing room, starting to come back in this game, but Tigers
Ooh.
they
Oh,
find
okay,
themselves some
Tinker.
big plays, and he has the Dagon 5 Ethereal Blade, so Lina is food.
Well, you know, we've seen the tankier heroes picking up the blade mails. Is it worth it to pick up something like an Ion Disc? Oh, we get the Yules, though. Yules coming out. That's a little bit better. That's a defensive item. Basher gets picked up, and there's that Bloodthorn
Yeah.
over on the Arcworn. This is going to be very, very scary now if they can get any sort of the jump on, honestly, anyone at this point.
Yeah, gives him an actual increased damage, because his damage wasn't really that threatening. I saw him like hitting the Weaver, and he actually couldn't even kill him during the Orchid. He gets him kind of low, but now with this, he should be able to have enough kill threshold onto the Weaver in particular. The Lina, now with that Yule Scepter, it actually gives him a better catch to find this Tinker. If Tinker gets Yuled once, and they get a follow-up stun, he's probably just dead.
Yeah, the light strike, right? They're actually just really hunting over here.
Okay.
No one in the jungle.
There's
They
an
can't
Aegis
afford-
on this man.
There's going to be the hook shot coming through, pushes him right out of the bubbles, trying to run himself back into the base. There's too much damage with the Scotty coming out. Will actually be able to go and pop that Aegis. In comes the Tinker. And the BKB comes out here from the Elder Titan. He wants to just try to protect, but, you know, he doesn't actually land that stomp. There's just so much of it. They're chasing after him. They're actually going to just take down Zephyr right now, right here. They'll follow up, and they'll try to just burn down. Oh, stays out of killing spree. He is just looking so good. And look at all this damage that the multicast, 4 times multicast. They're just raining out of the sky, and they're going to take down Monet. There was a Terror Blade there, but he's not there anymore. Ajit actually bought back during that as well. It's a very back and forth. The only two people that have buyback left are the Weaver and the Arc Warden.
Did he get 2 back-to-back multis? 2 back-to-back like 4x multis? It looked like it. His damage doesn't look like it though, but I definitely saw that Terror Blade get controlled even after the Ag's time lapse for an incredibly long duration of time.
I saw 1 4 times multicast. There's just a lot going on during that.
Yeah. And also I saw the Arc Warden, as soon as he respawned, he actually instantly threw the Bloodthorn onto the Bane, making sure he can't get Fiend Script.
That was smart. Very, very smart. Now they get the BKB picked up over on the Arc Warden as well. Oh, Moon Meander. 3 times multicast, followed up by 2. Can we get a little bit more here? Oh, no. Stay. Pure skill.
Has buyback at least on the Tinker, but definitely
What a way to get
120 if
taken
not.
down.
That's what you're saying, right? No defensive item. Gets caught by 1 disable, he will die.
Yeah.
He did a lot of damage, but Ogre having, you know, that plus 40 strength talent as well as just being an Ogre.
I'm liking the Ags too. I do like the multiple chances that you get now.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
always.
they're jumping for it. They're looking. They're hunting. Bubble comes out. Just gonna chop through this tower here. Afu trying his best here. Can throw out the bugs. That's about it right now at this time.
Orchid comes out.
They're just, look at them, just slicing away over here onto the Bane. They do get the time lapse up, but that's gonna be very, very costly because they will be able to take out SRF.
They force
no
the
buyback
buyback
on him, but the Tinker does buy back.
Yeah, they forced his Tinker buyback and they instantly reset back up.
TB's coming back up too, so
Yeah.
might as well back off.
They got what they wanted.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Tinker has to be careful.
Oh, so close.
Oh my god.
So close.
That was just on the edge.
Whew.
Let's watch these multis.
All right.
So 4x right here. We're going to be watching this one. Beautiful.
Two,
Oh, there's only 3. Whoops, just
no,
kidding.
2 was the first one. 3 is the next one. There's another 2.
Lovely.
And then in comes the Bloodseeker
Almost
to
gets,
help secure.
almost gets rearmed Blink, but boom. Blood right.
Alrighty here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Ogre level 25, so the Fire Blast damage, it does not affect your unrefined Fire Blast, unfortunately.
Actually, really fortunately, because I feel like that would just be incredibly overpowered at this
That's
point,
very
right?
true. But it's still a lot of damage. I mean,
Right,
it's
right.
your initial one, if you get a 4x, it's like, yeah, 2,000 as you
And I mean, Mr. Moon Meander is apparently the luckiest ogre around here, so I'm sure we'll just see 4 times, 4 times, 4 times.
Yeah.
Maybe a 2 and then another, 4.
I was really sad when I played Ogre after I saw that talent cadet, and I got the Ags, and I was like, oh, hell yeah, and then I just didn't see the unrefined for
Aw.
the bonus damage. I was like, oh.
Always
well.
read the fine print.
Yeah, you still realize that they're dead anyway, though, because the regular Fire Blast
Yeah,
is so
because
much
it's still
damage.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, we've got a little bit of gang squad making their way through. Oh, Afu blinks himself out. I do like that pickup.
He needed some mobility item to be able to stay super far back to get this time lapses off. As we said, you know, the Shadow Blade, Bloodthorn combo by the Arc Warden is definitely a problem for him.
Giant bloodlusted heroes though over here.
Bloodlust. I feel like they've gotten bigger over time.
Slax is like pretty sure that they have gotten like massive. Like every time there's always just this call coming out from him, just like, I swear this hero is so much larger than it used to be. Look at
the
this tower,
towers.
like.
Yeah, the towers definitely look bigger. The dire towers, when they get bloodlusted, are massive. I like when they bloodlust the racks too. It doesn't do anything though.
It looks fun though. Hook shot comes through. They were looking over here at this arc corner. There's going to be BKB. Look at this. Blast comes out immediately. Nightmare's going to have to go use that time lapse over here onto their TV. And there's going to be a nice Earth Splitter laid down. They do so much damage. Monet, he has to get that Thunder Off. He's going to turn back around. He's trying to take it out over onto the Bloodseeker. There's going to be the zap coming through, but Monet's still going to fall. Zephyr gets himself a double kill here, and they're going to still chase after the Stinker. Can they find him in time? The blink comes out. He is just on the run. Doesn't look like they're going to find it just yet, but they've get 2 buybacks coming out immediately here, coming out from the Bane and, of course, from this Terrorblade. Rest of the team running away. Tinker TPing now over here. They try to get the stun off. We'll be able to land up 4 times multicast, but he's going to take a little nap here, and their follow-up coming out from Stay is just looking real good right now. They take down Zephyr. Moon Meander, he's still trying to fight his way through. He's a big tanky boy, but there's just too much wailing on him, and a final laser beam will take him out. There's going to be the buyback, though, coming out from Ogre immediately. No Roche up just yet for them to take, but that feels pretty good right now if you're sitting on the side of RNG. They're not done, though. Look at this. Oh, Wonder Kid was thinking about with that toughest double. Not going to be able to do much of anything. He just actually times out there.
So buyback force from the Terrorblade. Bloodseeker doesn't have buyback. Tinker almost dies there in the fight. He gets the spirit placed on him, but gets the quick blink off and does survive. Very fortunate for RNG, as they're able to punch back here decently.
Putting up a good fight for sure, both of these guys. There's time to double. The BKB comes out here. We'll just try to force through, put some more damage out, get them off the creep wave. Still hunting. He's looking, turns around, finds himself Monet again. It is just a Temps double though, but does a decent amount of damage here.
They've got the ways to protect. That Axe time lapse really coming into play a few times there. Monet could have died much earlier in the fight if it wasn't. They're up to punch back here.
Let's go, use that Sunder. Knows that Tinker's gonna come right back again. It's a pretty nice interaction. Moon Meander. Ooh, he's looking. They've got the vision, though. We'll turn around. Just gets burnt down here. E-Blade can't quite get up over to the high ground enough. Stay's going to be dominating. They'll follow up with a Laguna. They've got the Earth Splitter as well. Gems are dropped over here onto the ground. They'll actually be able to take down Zephyr. And they're still trying to find a little bit more here. RNG 343 gets taken down. Bubble comes out, but that's a pretty good deal.
Ogre
Again.
and ET die. They have no buyback, too.
Yeah,
this could be a
down.
secured Roche, but how long do we have on that respawn? It is still about a minute and a half, so they will be up by the time it is there. Unfortunate for RNG, it's not a quick one. They're fighting back, even though they have that 13k gold lead, 13k deficit right now. They're able to take these engagements if they can get on top of these heroes. That Manta usage by Monet. Moon just, he tried to get the stun off, but Manta gets popped. Too many illusions, can't find the proper target. As they get the...
Oh, SRF pushes them back immediately. They'll follow up with a Hex with some lasers. That is just a wicked kill streak taken down. The tips come out. Oh my God, they just blow up 1437. He was there a second ago. Another gem dropped over onto the deck. Ooh.
All right, I think
Man.
they should pick Tinker a lot more. This guy is owning.
Yeah, he's looking so good right now, for sure.
He's been playing it phenomenally.
The Bloodthorn comes out. They've got the BKB over here on the Tempest Double, but they just shred through him with the Scotty damage going through. Monet also sitting low himself. They've got that. Oh, they have to go and use that time lapse. Otherwise, he's going to be a little bit too low for comfort.
They have to find ways to be able to stop this Tinker. With this Hex, with this Ethereal Blade, with this Dagon 5, it's way too much damage coming into play.
So how do you get there? That is the question. How do you get to this back line where Stay is playing?
And they just have to run on top of him with the BKB on that Bloodseeker as well as Arc-Boarded. They have to just really commit into the back, but there's protection. There's the Monet Terrorblade, just constantly being in that front line.
It is proving to be quite the issue here, and they'll just take down Power Racks. They're starting to have themselves the old Terrorblade problem.
Yep, 2K, down to 2K again.
That's actually so insane when you think about it.
Yeah, look at that swing.
Yeah, oh my God.
Alrighty, we got a game. We said this could be a long one, and it's looking to be. We're already
almost
at 50.
at 50, I was about to say.
Yeah. Roche is respawning now. They have the courier scouting out, so they will see it as soon as it does come up. All the Tigers will be respawning to look for this fight, but RNG have been doing a great job around that vision of the pit. And oh my, there's an Arcane Rune top. Tinker, gonna love that one.
Oh boy, just rockets nonstop. Rockets march, rockets march. So does it come to itemization now for the side of Tigers?
It's just about if they can catch this Tinker. They have to get
all about the Tinker.
It's all about the Tinker, really.
Okay.
I mean, the Terrorblade is definitely a threat, but this Tinker, the damage that he's dealing in the fights is so problematic for them. and not even just the damage, it's the control too. It's like Hex, especially with an Arcane Rune now.
Is it worth it to get something like an Aeon Disc on someone, just to have them like run and try to suicide grab him?
I think the BKBs are enough.
BKBs are enough?
They
Okay.
might need a Blink Dagger, and they have queued one up. I was going to say Blink on maybe Lina or Bloodseeker could be decent, so they can at least like Blink Abyssal or Blink Yules to catch this Tinker, but they absolutely need to try to find him.
Yeah, it's a matter also of being able to just, you know, avoid that March spam and finding that opening. You even get a Lotus Orb picked up now over here on this Clockwork.
Ways to remove that Bloodthorn silence on his teammates can be pretty damn useful.
Oh, there's a Roshan back up now over in the pit. Now's the moment. Again, it's still fairly scary, right? Because they do have the Elder Titan. That's one of the best heroes there to kind of contest it. But maybe they're going to hope they can get some sort of a pickup. They do use that smoke. They know that someone's sitting over there, but they have to be careful near this high ground. In fact, yeah, you see the Clockwork, you see the Terrorblade.
They've been revealed.
Okay, all right. Attempts double just getting thrown up to the top there, keeping their eyes. Oh, stay, they found stay. Can they get this? There's going to be the Rupture coming out. They'll be able to use the Laguna Blade, and they just take him out. The immediate buyback, though, he's not ready to be taken out just yet. And it looks like they're actually going to be able to take down the again here. Don't have the buyback. Did land that split over onto the side. Lina going to take a little bit of a nap. And now they might be in for some trouble. There's just so much damage coming out from Monet right now. They actually do have that over here onto Lina. She's trying to save herself just a little bit longer, but there's too much damage coming out from Tinker as he did buyback. Lina's going to come right back into the fight again. This is not looking good right now for Tigers. They are just losing people left and right. They're literally hemorrhaging all these kills, but there's going to be the BKB coming out again here. They're going to try to see maybe they can get the kill over to the Bane, but no, these Ags coming out from the Weaver, just time lapses.
Oh, and it's
saving
ED.
everyone's butt.
They also, that was literally, I'm pretty sure RNG on the buyback for the Tinker, it just came up. He got killed and it was like 5 or 6 seconds during the fight, and then it came up right after he died. So gets the buyback off. Unfortunate timing for Tigers as it just was
the perfect
too long.
time.
Yeah, it was like that was 8 minutes for that buyback to come back.
All right. Well, we've got ourselves an Aegis is actually going to go right on to stay.
Yeah, he used the buyback, so they want to be able to try to protect him.
That makes sense. I mean, this guy is a beast right now, too.
Yep.
Seen some really good hook shots coming in as well. How do you deal with this? How do you deal? This Terrorblade is huge.
Yeah.
Got
And he's got so much protection. The itemization by Afu.
Actually pop that, oh wow, all right, there goes the Tempest Double. They do pop the Lotus Orb here, and they've got the Glimmer Cape. We'll just again go and sunder off Stay. Knows that Stay will be standing very, very far back and just TP's out at any moment he wants to go get some more HP. They take the tower. What's next here, guys?
Still Ogre dead. Tigers really need their Ogre to be alive to give that extra control and extra damage, as we've seen now.
Hook
The
shot
hook
comes
shot in the
through.
back.
Oh, they find it over into Lina, but she's going to be able to burst herself away with a little bit of a push, and they get that Yule's off, turn back around. Can they get this kill over into SRF? But they managed to get the kill over to 1437. That's a feels bad, man, when you're in your own fountain and you're not safe. You pop the Aegis, though, over here on Tinker. If they can take him down a second time, that's actually going to be so huge, Fog. Up he comes again. He's going to try to run himself back. Looks like Monet already just on the retreat here. Pop the BKB over on the Tempest Double as well. But
They got the melee racks.
man. All right, so partially defended, I guess.
Sorta. They just, I mean, they lost their building. They at least made the cheese and the Aegis get used.
That's true.
So now, again, hunt the Tinker. He has no Aegis, he has no buyback. Try to find this Tinker.
Dire's bottom shrine.
How many gems? They've lost at least 2 gems now at this point coming up from the side of Tigers. so-
Several, yeah.
Yeah.
I do see now it's just a dust on the Ogre, so he's using that to hunt, but they just need to find this Tinker in the back lines.
What's the best way to do this, do you think? Just kind of hide out in the lane and hope that, I feel like they're playing this so smart, too. Like, they're trying to roll together, maybe not, like, super, super closely, but
Dire's bottom shrine.
close enough where that if someone gets into a pinch, Afu is going to be there to save your booty.
Yeah. They just have to jump into the back somehow. They have to do like this simultaneous initiation with the Arc Warden trying to get the Bloodthorn on this Weaver, but there is the Lotus Orbs coming into play, and then he also has to try to find the Tinker. The Tinker still dies very easy, if they can ever find him.
This is the problem, is the entire time you're getting hit on by the Terrorblade
Yep.
with all that Scotty lovely damage.
Yeah, and the Arc Warden's shifted items a few times here, and Arc Warden too, like the damage you see, he only has 94 base damage plus that 130, so his right clicks aren't really that threatening. So Blink, Lotus Orb, yeah, Afu's got everything he needs to really just protect those 2 big cores as they keep all 3 lanes shoved in onto the side of Tigers, and now they're kind of the ones playing the suffocate game as they're picking up more and more big items as they now have that 7k gold lead.
Well, on the bright side, he doesn't have an Arcane Rune anymore, right? So
Yeah,
that's
true.
got to feel pretty good if you're Tigers.
Now he does
Small
have
victories. Look at that. Oh, man.
he's gotten a Manta now too, so another way kind of to protect himself. Not the most common build, but we have seen it a few times. Just popping that Manta can just mess you up from if you're trying to like Abyssal Blade him, get like the chain lockdowns, and then it allows that Weaver to get the follow-up saves.
Yeah, that is not something I think I've seen much of. For sure over here. Yeah, this Tempest Devil's just going to be able to spot out everyone here. Uses that Bloodthorn over here onto the Clockwork.
Gets reset.
They just reset it. Man, this Weaver Axe is just paying off in spades.
That cooldown. Just so low. Now we have a 6-slotted Terrorblade, almost having a Moonshard finished. 56 minutes. Haste Rune.
Oh, the denial down here too. It's like, come on, I dare you. I dare you to try to take it.
Moon, they're hunting for him.
Yeah, they had a dust.
He still has his Shadow Blade up in about 3 seconds. Do they have the control for him before that?
Oh, yeah, they do. That is a lot of control coming out. Fiend's Grip, they've got the Hex, they've got lasers, they've got all sorts of wonderful things. Magic and science being thrown at poor Moon Meander there.
They're just on the hunt.
Ajit, in for some trouble. The BKB comes out though. He's just gonna try to run himself away.
It's low though, low duration.
Oh, the Force Staff coming out. Is it going to be enough to save him? It's not looking really good right now. Immediately, Monet comes walking right up top here. They've got that Laguna Blade, but it doesn't matter. Buyback coming out from Moon right now. They want to try to defend this, and they need to find themselves a kill over here. We'll be able to go, try to slow down Monet just a little bit, but he gets the Sunder off, and now it looks like Wonder Kitty's got to limp himself away. Still a lot of damage, a lot of control coming out here. Can they take down Monet? They'll find it. He does have the buyback, though, and look how speedy this Bloodseeker is. He really wants to get himself a little bit more, finds himself that 3-4-3, and they're still on the hunt. He wants this little bug. He wants to squish him. Afu tries to juke himself up to the top, and it looks like he's just going to make his way over. Still has this Tinker, though. He's alive and kicking. He's down there in the bottom lane, pushing in these waves.
And that's
still have not found the solution.
2 expensive buybacks. The Bloodseeker is very speedy, but he is forced to buy back there. As it's a 10k gold lead in RNG, they're saving their buyback. They don't have to actually use this buyback of the Terrorblade because forcing the issue on Tigers is like impossible. They're playing versus a Tinker who's just going to keep split pushing those side lanes.
I just feel like they don't have a good solution to dealing with this Tinker. Like you said, they just got to man up. They got to get into the back, but it's so hard to work through literally everything there. And then, of course, they've got the lockdown, right? You've got a lot of different forms with this Clockwork. SRF is being very, very proactive. He knows exactly where he wants to be. And then you've got the Bane who's going to be able to go through BKBs. He's got that lockdown as well. And then on the back, you've just got Tinker who's like, yeah, come and get me. I've got an E-Blade. I've got myself a Hex.
And I have an Ags Weaver that's always going to bail me out of every single situation if it does go poorly. And he's even building a refresher, so we can have like double time lapses coming out. Even though it's a 15-second cooldown, then he doesn't have to worry about some in between that timer play.
This reminds me a little bit earlier when I was casting with Kyle. He was saying that one of the things that's been very popular lately is just having some way to kind of negate damage or like prevent things, keep people alive. And it feels like very much coming out from the side of RNG, they've got those tools, right? They've got a lot of ways to kind of make sure that no one's really going to be hitting them. They can be the ones turning it around. Whereas Tigers is very, very aggressive. Yep. You know, they've got that Bloodthorn, they've got, you know, a couple defensive items, but it's nowhere near the same level of like, you know, I got your back.
Yeah, the double Lotus Orb, the Aghanims, yeah, they've definitely itemized really well on RNG to protect these big cores, big greedy cores that they have definitely gotten away with. Approaching 60 minutes.
Here we go.
I gotta take my sweater off, I'm dying.
It's so warm in here, oh my gosh. Absolutely, but yeah, they do pop that Tinker Manta just to get a little bit of information, kind of, you know, see if they can bait anything out. Being a little bit shaky here, but yeah, this Monet picked up an MKB as well now, too. He's looking for a Moon Shard, gets himself an Invis.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
We could be here for a while, so.
Yeah, you know.
Let's get a breeze coming in.
Dota 2.
This one can definitely go for a long time unless someone just gets abruptly caught out. How long do we have for that rush? We should be finding out pretty soon, probably about like a minute or so. Yeah.
Got Tinker's just chilling in the well. Just, you know, hanging out, doesn't care. Dark Courier does get taken down. Oh my goodness, yeah.
Some more, little bit of gold there. Was he trying to buy anything? I saw the Arc Warden, he had Hex queued up for a bit. They do need some type of lockdown that can't just get removed by that Lotus Orb now, because they have 2 of them on the side of RNG, so might choose to pick that one up soon. Lena's actually gonna get the first one.
That sounds like a good idea. They need some sort of lockdown here. Oh, look at this. The Shikuchi coming through. He's such a speedy little guy here. We'll jump for him. When Meander gets, again, you know, that first multi-cast. Oh, look at that. Oh, my God.
He ethereal bladed himself. He let him get the bonus damage.
No way. Oh, my God. What a disaster. Nightmare comes out over here onto the side, trying to protect Afu, and they're all split up here. Moon Meander's just taking all these snowballs to the face from the Scotty. Will eventually get burst down. The revenge coming back from Stay. Stay is super mad about that, I have a feeling. Not going to be able to run away, though. Here, this clockwork is going to get taken out here. Oh, but Stay gets himself a double kill, finds himself Ajit over here, and there's still a big fight going on. They get the Sunder off the sleeve coming out. He's a little picky right now. They'll be able to take him down. Monet actually going to buy back as well here. Fiend's Grip gets used over on the back lines. They've got their eyes on the Arc Warden. Oh, Selfie sitting so very low, but they'll be able to follow up. They'll be able to get their gem back too, which is a pretty nice bonus, and that's going to be another double kill coming out here for Wonder Kid as he takes down 3-4-3.
Buybacks on buybacks on buybacks. Bloodseeker still doesn't have his available. Ogre as well doesn't. But look at that, we've got
Dire's middle
lots
That
coming
Rax.
out.
Protect that Rax, boys.
It's just a ranged Rax. They're gonna be able to
Now they're going after those
protect
Cardis.
it. They're
Get
gonna
him.
get it.
Get him.
They're good.
All right, there we go.
It'll die eventually though. TB might just hit it.
Everything dies eventually, Fogged.
This is very true. It'll die now. Monet?
No?
He's going
I
in.
don't know. I don't know about this yet. They're going to turn around. They find themselves as Arc Warden, and they're going to get that kill. It does have the buyback, of course. And they're still chasing after Stay. Oh, Stay, you cannot afford to die right now, my friend. Oh, the Thunder comes out. He protects him, Monet. He's going to kelp his bro out as he just tries to run himself away now. Protected by, of course, SRF as well. Oh, my word.
That could be a game-winning Sunder. If Tinker dies there, that's such a swing of momentum there for Tigers.
That's a bro right there.
Yeah, that was. See, I mean, they're playing the bro play, right? He keeps Sundering him to reset his health too, but
That moment,
Monet,
though, that was an instant where like that could have changed. Oh, look at this net worth, neck and neck. We have a sheep stick picked up now over here on our Arc Warden. Oh, this is so hype. Look at this.
he was definitely dead there. That was beautiful. Monet, what a beast.
What a beast.
Stay has to be careful though of how he uses that Ethereal Blade, especially when there's an ogre on him. That bottom situation, he killed himself.
Look at this poor shot.
Oh, battery assault interval.
Ah, the remix there. Oh my goodness. So it looks like when Roshan goes clubbing, I guess.
Is everyone level 25?
I think so. I think at this point, yes.
I think we're
Another
still
gem
missing
picked
one.
up. What have
All
we
right.
got? Three gems in this game at this point?
Probably more.
Probably more. Oh my goodness gracious.
Almost 25 on ET, so
All
that
right.
splitter. Zephyr's been having a bit of a tough time. He keeps getting caught out, but he's had some good splitters and good stomps anyway inside of the team fights. Just
You
standing.
just love your Elder Titan.
There's just so much damage for him to actually get on top of heroes with, even if he has BKB.
Oh, Immediately using that time lapse.
Monet.
He's taking a lot of damage just from the Tempest Double alone, and they're looking to convert you. Need to be a little bit careful because there's a lot of stuff lurking over here, and I don't feel like they're quite well prepared for it. Moon just throws out that casual, wants to try to take someone out, but will probably pay for this with his life. Not sure exactly what he's thinking here. He's hexed up.
He doesn't have buyback.
Yeah, he needs to not be dead.
That's a lot of damage in lockdown that they kind of really need. Ajit jump
Oh,
40-50
oh.
illusion.
There's their splitter coming out. They've got their eyes on Monet. Can they take him down fast enough? They will be able to go and pop that Aegis here. Then now the rest of them, they seem pretty satisfied. Still standing in position. They're looking for that Light Striker, right? They're going to be able to follow up. Still using that time lapse. They want to try to protect them the best that they can here. And they still just have that Tempest Double. The only one that's kind of dishing out the damage while they're trying to protect everything else because that other Rax is looking a little bit low here. They've got so much that they need to prepare and just take care of. And they actually do lose it.
Wish you could see how much Ag's time lapse has healed in this game. I wish there was some type of stat.
Is there any way to look on like Dota buff or Dota?
I don't think so. I don't think you can. It doesn't
We'll
count.
have to talk to Knox
It doesn't
about that,
count as a technical heal. It's just a reset. But Afu has been absolutely fantastic on it. He's always in the right place.
MVP,
Yeah,
right?
saving
For sure.
nonstop. I don't.
For sure.
Probably the MVP, but I mean, Tinker's also had an incredibly good game, catching back up, not getting caught out. I mean, he's 26-6.
That's true. That is true. I don't know. I'm just very impressed with Afu, the fact that he is just like so quick. He sees his team like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I need to save them right now. Just buttons being pushed. He's still, staying alive in a lot of these fights, just making these moves. So for me, that's, I'm a support player though too, so
Same.
yeah.
Monet, I mean, they've all had incredibly good plays, like Monet with the
Absolutely.
clutch Sunder.
Look at this.
A lot of these little things, and yeah, it's gold. Gold is kind of negligible at this point. It's all about just like how you initiate the fights and whoever you catch,
That's true.
because everybody's just
Everyone's loaded
so
now.
fun.
Like we've got a refresh. I mean, we've had the refresh orb over on Wonder Kid for quite a while now, but
yeah. He actually
look
has,
at all these items.
He has the full hex now too, at least on the Arc Warden. So he's got that control that can't get dispelled from a Lotus Orb. Oh, he's got the
This is one hell of a game.
Yeah, and it looks like it could be going on for quite a long time. So let's get comfortable.
We've got a heart now on our clockwork. The Tin Man got his heart.
He sure. Oh, I like that. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Kyle's not the only one who can make pop culture.
I mean, Owen definitely needs to step up his game. I mean, you've been killing it with these.
Stay making some life decisions because he has so many items. He's got to figure out what he wants to trade out. He goes for an Aeon Disc. I don't like it.
He needs some type of protection.
No, actually, that wasn't him. Sorry, they clicked over to Lena, and I was lagging behind. But I mean, some sort of protection would be great, right? Because he is like their star chaos maker during all of this.
Oh yes,
Oh,
please.
thank you.
Thank you, production. Give us an AC. Oh
love
yes,
you.
so needed. It's getting hot.
It's a billion degrees in here, guys.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
66 minutes of action.
And we're still going.
And it's not gonna stop. And
Can't
it's gonna
stop,
stop
won't
immediately. It's
stop.
gonna stop immediately now because I said something. But
Get it.
look at this Lena's farm. 1437. He's the core now.
I know. Well, that's the payoff, right? When you have something that's, I mean, you also have a Moon Meander though too. That is a core at 60-something minutes here. No shade at him at all, but definitely is not considered like a very hardcore at this point in the game. But he's definitely making a count with all of these multicasts for sure.
He hit critical
look at
mass
this.
like 30 minutes ago on the Ogre when he got the Aghanim
Here
Scepter.
comes Moon. There's a nice multicast. Immediately gonna go bring him back again. The hookshot doesn't connect, but they managed to get the Fiend Script. They're gonna go and throw down that Earth Splitter. We'll be able to pull them back right now, and it looks like they should be able to get this kill over here, taking down 343.
Dead for 100. He's
That's
actually
pretty big.
Yeah, he's been having pretty good Fiend Scripts in a lot of these fights too, and just being a great distraction. So now
That's all he's got to do, right? You got to just make the space allow for his team to just throw out all of this damage left and right.
I think this might be the first time I've seen 343 have an item in this tournament. He has a BKB on Bane.
He's balling right now.
Look at him,
Balling out
BKB
of
and
control.
Glimmer.
My favorite is we always joke whenever we see Duster, because we joke he's a hipster. He always has brown boots. He's just too good for any fancy boots.
Right.
Unless they're going to be the Air Jordans, which is of course those booties of travel. But
F for Duster.
feels bad. Miss you, Dusty. All right, what's the play here, guys? How many Roches have we had now?
I lost track. 4 or 5, 4 maybe.
Had quite a few of them. We've got the Abyssal Blade over here, Bloodseeker, SRF hiding out in the trees here.
He's just rocket pushing waves constantly. This rocket flare damage increase, and they've got Tinker constantly pushing out waves too. This is crazy.
Multicast, oh my goodness. Gotta find this Tinker. Gotta find him. They're gonna find Monet over here on the corner immediately, using that Tempest Double. Do find the Clockwork as well. Goes and throws the Lotus Orb out just to buy himself some more time, perch it off.
Clockwork's got 4,000 health.
Yeah, he's a tanky lad. Oh, immediately BKB comes out from Monet over here onto the high ground. They're trying to just shred through all of this Bloodseekers in for so much trouble. He's gonna have so much issues. Can he get back fast enough? Yes, they'll be able to do it. They'll be able to land over here. We've got that cheap stick. There's gonna be able to take out SRF, but it's also gonna be able to take out that Lena as well. Monet's in so much trouble. Gets the Thunder up, and there's multi-cast all over him. They're all over Monet right now. He has no buyback over here on the Clockwork. Buyback over on the Tinker. This is gonna be a hard battle to keep them out of this base right now, Fogged.
Yeah, the 3 Shadow Blades, they also got the ward on the high ground, so they actually had more information during that team fight. They get on top of the Tinker, and then from there, they have more than enough control over this Terror Blade. And Elder Titan, we see what happens when Elder Titan can stand next to Terror Blade. He dies almost immediately.
It makes such a difference, such a difference. There's a double damage rune over in the bottom lane if they spot that out. They do have buyback now over on the Terror Blade, though. So things are looking a little less scary right now for RNG. But,
They lost, they did lose their Tinker. You had to use buyback. If he gets caught, again, we could just see the game end abruptly. But
they've got
it's
boots
not
of travel on
getting
so many
caught much.
people, too. I don't know.
Yeah, let's when the buyback's coming up. Arc Warden's in 20. That's the only other one that's big right now. Lena's down for quite a long time.
Yeah, look at this fight. Oh, my goodness. It looks for a second like Ajit's in so much trouble here with all that Scotty damage, but the Light Strike Array comes through. They've also got that. Oh, man. Look at that Clockwork. Yeah, he's got a lot of...
Look at Ajit in that play. They get the ward on the high ground. I think it was Zephyr who may have placed it. Ajit 4 staffs up as soon as he sees the Tinker, gets the lockdown, and they kill him. And as soon as Tinker dies, the fight gets so much harder for RNG. They need that damage. Terrorblade, sure, he can do a lot when his BKB is active. As soon as the BKB is down, he is just full squish.
I couldn't even see that multicast, too. Like, do you know what the actual numbers were on that?
There's
just so much chaos going on throughout the whole thing.
It's next to an Elder Titan, so it's pretty much like kind of pure damage it becomes because it gets amplified. So it's like 2,000 damage coming out if he gets a 4x.
Silver Edge picked up now, too, over here on this Arc Ward. Everybody's so kitted out at this point.
They really are. And he just keeps like switching. He's just been switching items a lot.
It's a nail biter. Octarine core gets picked up now over on to 1457.
What's the cooldown on Dragon Slave with Octarine? I've always been curious actually. It's 1.5 second with the talent.
It seems balanced. Seems good. For sure.
He's got, that means just infinite fiery soul, so he's always going to be like 550 movement speed.
It's gonna be really ridiculous. Can we see
The tier 2, it finally goes down.
70 minutes in? Victory is within grasp.
I can't believe that. I actually did not even notice that tier 2 is up still.
Do we start seeing Lena now that she's got the, she's gonna be a permanent fiery soul, right? Do we see her pick up like some sort of a damage item instead now, or?
No, I like these items way too much.
Okay.
The catch is more important than anything. All he needs to do is really get like one lockdown on top of the Tinker, and we've seen what happens.
Again, yes, it's all coming down to like grabbing the Tinker and making sure that Afu can't keep him alive. Look at Stay, he's just like pondering his life choices. What do I do? How do I keep him out of my base?
He needs this. He needs to be able to get this Aeon Disc to protect him. He's not able to get outside the base.
Oh, Letters Orb comes out. There's a Hex. Nightmare comes out as well. Gonna try to cave there. Terrorblade a little bit more time here. There's the E-Blade, turns around. He's gonna just take down the Tempest Devil. That was pretty scary though for like half a second there.
They almost claim their tier 3. They really want to get at least a tier 3 on Tigers, then they can kill those shrines too. They still have, I mean, it's 71 minutes in those. They haven't been able to do so.
Well, they're working on it for sure.
This is one of the longer games I've seen in months.
You get to cast it with me.
Hell yeah. See you, Owen.
Don't say that. He's going to murder me.
He's sleeping. I'm sure.
Is he sleeping?
No,
Oh
he's
my
God. I'm just kidding. He's watching.
There it is. Come on, get that tower. Get that tower. I know you're sheeped up, but it's going to open up. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right.
Now
So
they
we
can take
do
the
get
shrine.
the tier 3s. That immediately, they just bull rush over there. Taking it down.
Now they don't have to worry about some like wraparound plays with the Tinker.
That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah. Wonder Kid. What to replace this time? He's gonna replace Refresher Shard whenever he does use it with that Nullifier. So Nullifier could come
I
into
like
play.
the null. I like the nully.
Yeah,
For
if
sure.
he can do the combo, right? Nullifier plus a Hex or Nullifier plus Bloodthorn.
God, remember the days when we used to have like personal couriers for like refresher orbs and stuff like that?
Thank God for Backpack. That was, yeah, back when Backpack did not exist.
Now, if only I could toggle items out of my backpack quicker, that would be like super perfect. But
Imagine there's a hockey for it. That'd be nice.
yeah, that's what I want. Oh, the hook shot comes in, but there's so many people over here on the high ground. The PKB comes out to follow up with that Fiend's Grip. Immediately, there comes Terrorblade. He's going to try to slice through him as fast as possible. Earth Splitter comes out, but it's not going to connect over onto the target that they want. Ajit's going to be taken down. Immediately buys back, though. He's not willing to give up this fight. They want to go right back in again. And of course, if they can try to grab this Terrorblade, it's going to be even better there, though. They do get a little bit of a sleep out over here. They're coming right back in again. In comes Ajit. He really wants this kill. Blood Right gets placed down, but they're not going to be able to grab anyone. Not yet.
These fights are chaos. It's so hard to keep track of what the hell is going on anymore. I'm trying to watch like on the sidelines. They got the, I think they got the Bloodthorn initially on the Tinker and the Astral Spirit, but he gets the blink out again, so he's able to survive. And they will force that buyback on Ajit, and it looks like they might commit for the Roche.
They need this for sure. Well, all right, Roshan, day of number, I don't know how many. The Beast is slain for the 5th time? Question mark.
Give this, all right, who do you give the Refresher Shard to? We could have a 16x multicast coming.
Oh, baby.
I don't know if he's going to take it. They might just give it to the Arc Warden anyway. Nope, they give it to Elder Titan. All right, double splitter coming.
He's got to be really careful with his positioning then.
Yeah. Double splitter, double
Super duper.
BKB.
That works though, right? Because if
They
you can put
switched.
one down, if you put down one Earth Splitter and maybe, you know, that pop that BKB, as long as you can stay alive and you throw down a second one, it looks so good for them, right?
If you can also connect 2 Earth Splitters on anything with your Spirit on top, it's 100 to 0 if they
That's
don't have
true.
BKB active.
That seems to be a like very tall order though, because they're putting a lot of pressure over onto the Elder Titan. They
He
realize
switched.
that he is like easy to kill and also a huge threat
Yeah.
for this Terrorblade.
They switched now, though. They gave the Refresher actually to Ajit. I guess he wants to be able to run into the fights. He needs BKB to be able to actually walk into it, and also the Abyssal Blade coming into play. We've seen a few times now. If he can blink into the back and he gets the Abyssal Blade on the Tinker, that's the key to success. So that's a little bit of an easier play rather than hoping for some double Earth Spirit play that's very, very hard in this type of chaotic 74-minute game.
They've got so much gold sitting over here on the Arc Warden too. He's got enough to go and grab himself that Nullifier. He's got enough for pipe. Oh my gosh.
He should just buy like 20 sentries for his team. I know gems are in play, but placing sentries randomly throughout the map is definitely
It could win them
useful.
the game.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
definitely useful. Because like your core heroes have trouble carrying gem because everybody's just, they don't have slots at this point in the game.
No.
You see Elder Titan, he has a Hyperstone and his gem in the backpack, but, or in his bags, I mean, but.
If I'm Lena,
his
I'm
random
feeling
sentries
very
are nice.
scared about sitting over there because there's definitely Clockwork who's just calculating, thinking about jumping on you.
Oh, how much are bounty runes worth there now? Let's see. No, the bottom one. 190. That seems low.
Yeah.
No, it's still 190. I mean, that is 1,000 gold every single time.
All right, the Aeon Disc is online now for the Tinker. This is going to be huge.
Okay. I think he has buyback as well with that, I believe, pretty soon. In 1 minute. He's still actually 1,000 gold.
Ooh,
Oh,
all right, Zephyr.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Gets picked off.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that. What, they do use the meta here? I'm going to turn around. He is kind of... Oh, you know that the Tinker's not far. Oh, the Aeon Disc is popped over around Lina immediately. They've got that Lotus Orb that they're going to throw back around. Lots of signs being thrown. Aeon Disc will get popped over on the Tinker. They know it now, but Lina will get wiped off the face of the earth.
Arc Warden's dying up top.
Oh, boy. Yeah, there it is. They're immediately buying back. They don't want to let this go. The TPs come out, too, as well. They want to make sure that they can go home, defend, and not allow this to just slip out of their hands. What? Okay.
He'll be safe.
One of those moments like, do I dare believe my eyes as I walk past her, you know?
They get the catch.
Was it an illusion?
Right? Mafu's like, oh god, I'm gonna get multicasted.
Is that an illusion that got Laguna Blade? All right, there we go. We got
More
refresher
refresher
orbs all over the place. What's the max refresher orbs we've seen in a game? This, oh, hook shot comes through. They're going to be able to push back over here on the Bloodseeker, but immediately, you know, the sun comes out. We'll use that Lotus Orb again with the Glimmer Cape, push them right back into the base here. Lina does have buyback if she wants. When Meander, he pops out Lincoln season for some trouble, though. He's going to be hexed up. He's going to try to run himself back in. Stomp goes through, connects a little bit over onto the side here, onto the Clockwork and the Terribly. Following up with the Earth Splitter, they're going to be able to get it. They will follow with the Laguna. That's going to be one dead Bane. They'll turn around. They really want to get this kill. They've got it. They take down Monet. Monet back at the base does have the... buyback should he need it, but he's taking a little bit of a rest right now. SRF trying to run through here to stay. Knows that he's got to back off. He's just going to try to push through here. Take care of it. They don't have... Oh, man.
Who is hitting that? I mean, everyone's hitting so hard whenever Elder Titan's standing on top, but Terrorblade died in a quarter of a second. Look at the ET damage. That was the splitter,
insane.
but I think he also had like plus 400 damage because he was trucking through them with Bloodlust.
Did he use... He had to use the refresher for that, it looks like.
I think they still have it on Bloodseeker.
You have it on Bloodseeker now?
Yeah, they've had it.
Okay,
for a
yeah,
bit.
no. Okay. All right.
He got a great stomp into the splitter though for that setup for the
It was
collapse.
right on the edge, too. Did you
Yeah.
see it? The Clockwork was like right next to Terrorblade. They were just barely in it. Oh, my God. I'm getting like so fidgety right now. Oh, my God.
Chaos ensues.
Like moving around like crazy over here, trying not to like knock my chair over.
I haven't gotten an 80-minute game in quite a while.
I love it.
Terrorblade versus Arc Warden. We saw this at TI, right? Mm-hmm. The beauty. One little play can just win you games.
All right, there we go. Just right into the base using that Tempest double. He's going to try to chip away. BKB comes out. They just want to make sure that they can take down some of these buildings. They want these objectives really, really badly here.
They got their first racks.
Woo!
Just a range racks, but it's something.
Party horn!
Step 1 of 50.
Hey, you got to take a little step before you can go a mile. Mm-hmm. That was incredibly cheesy. I'm sorry, guys.
It's true, though, I guess.
I mean, it is true. It's not I guess. All right.
Tinker keeping the split push going while they had lost a couple heroes.
Double damage. Look at the damage on this Arc Warden.
Yeah. It feels like anyone who gets stunned just dies. Anyone who gets caught out just dies. Doesn't matter how tanky they are.
We're getting so many more buybacks coming up now. This
It's
game's
all just gonna keep
forever
keep
and
going.
ever and ever and ever. As long as it's good Dota, I don't care.
I just want to see people getting zapped by Daggons, getting hit by Earth Splitters.
Well, I mean, you're gonna get your chance eventually.
Definitely will. We've already seen a couple.
Mm-hmm.
And by a couple, I mean like 40, because Tinker has like 40, like 30-something kills or something. And look at that buff. Plus 294 whenever he does hit several heroes.
Oh man,
How many
stay.
kills?
This guy.
27 kills, 728 last hits. All right, let's hit 1,000 mark.
Let's go. I'm ready.
We're still a bit of a ways away. Lina, look at that. Lina, 622. Theban. Getting all that.
That's
praise.
support Lena.
Moon Meander stopped at like 180 last hits like 40 minutes ago.
Yep. I mean, that's an ogre.
Yeah, he doesn't need to get the farm anymore. He got his items.
He's got his items. All he's got to do is press a button and pray to RNGesus. Not the RNGesus that's probably backing, you know, RNG, but
That's true.
yeah.
Dire's bottom
All right, let's see here. What's the play here, guys? How do we deal with this?
It's all just about the catch. Vision increasingly becoming more and more important if they can try to get that vision on top of that Tinker, or on the opposing side, RNG getting vision of the backlines to try to catch this Arc Warden or Bloodseeker. They still die so fast. Just Ethereal Dagon 5.
Dire's bottom tower is
What's the recipe on there for Ogre? What's it got over there? Silver Edge.
Silver Edge,
Okay.
yeah.
Yo, I love seeing Moon Meander play like some of these heroes just at times because he's just like, you know what, it's a little weird, but I'm gonna just get it because I know my team needs it. I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna do what I need to do. Like I said, I saw his puck just go straight up right click. Oh, baby.
Do they
There's
have
a
the catch?
multi-gas. Do they have any more? They've got a Laguna Blade with Stay's face on it, and he is down for the count.
I love those Shadow Blade Boots of Travel plays. We don't see them too often, but able to get that pick off when Tinker is split
God
up, not
bless.
being too careful. Oh, thank you for the water.
Oh, God bless, they're cold too.
Water and Monster. Wow, thank you, production.
Thank you, we love you. All right. All right, I'm ready to go for another 80 minutes. Oh no, Moon Meander goes right up onto that high ground. Immediately gonna get shredded down. He's actually down. They do have the buyback though. Again, nice Tom coming through. They're looking for the Earth Splitter. They're gonna be able to land it over here. Maybe no. He's gonna be able to walk back. He has that Earth Splitter here. They're turning around, trying to keep him over here in the corner. Bloodseeker actually gonna get taken down. These buybacks are coming up. There's no buyback on Bloodseeker though now. This could be a huge problem. Although everyone else is sitting fairly low right now, so I'm not sure if they necessarily want to go in there. And look at this. We get the cam coming out here, Fogged.
They're getting the creep. Look at the
Go,
creeps.
creeps, go!
They're getting the racks.
Look at those
Aw.
parties. Come on.
Tinker's there with the Manta. Fiend's Grip.
Oh, look at that multi-cast!
my-
Look at the multi-cast! Oh my word, they're gonna have to immediately just go and use that time lapse. Again, there's a hook shot coming through. They find themselves the leader. They're gonna push her back. That's the Aeon. They've got the Hex out as well. Over here, we've got a little bit of a nightmare going through. They will be able to actually take down Monet. Monet gonna buy back immediately. Her BKB gets popped over onto the Elder Titan. They're just trying to protect this rack as frantically as they can. You've got some of these little illusions coming out from Tinker wailing away on these buildings. That's the kind of game that we've gotten to. That Tinker has a Manta is trying to hit buildings here. Oh my word, there's just everybody trying to get back in right now. There is no Lina, there is no Bloodseeker. This is not looking good for Tigers now unless we get one hell of a multicast. But when there's a BKB up, there's nothing that Moon Meander can do. He's got to move himself back. In comes this Arc Warden. He's got that Science. We'll be able to take out 343. They're going to turn their attention. Oh, they've got the Abyssal. They'll turn back around. Can they get this kill? There it is. There's the kill over onto SRF. These Cardis are doing some work over here. They got the bubble down, though. Moon Meander taking a bit of this damage. Monet is back. They've got the Dagon. They'll be able to go and take down Zephyr. Again, look at these multicasts. Again, the BKBs come out. They really want to take him out, but they just cannot find enough damage just yet. Moon Meander, he's ready for round two. There's a BKB coming out again from Ati. They get the Rupture off. He's going to try to man-fight him. They get those bashes, so they're going to be able to take him out. 124 seconds. He is down. There's a little piggy. He is ruptured, running his butt away here. This is not looking good right now. Can he get himself up? Oh, the hook shot comes in at the last second. Oh my gosh, they find Stay over here. If they can take down Stay, that's going to be huge, but it looks like he's going to be able to get himself out. Moon Meander in for so much trouble right now. Fiend's Group comes out as well. Couple hits coming out from this Weaver will take Moon Meander out. He is down for 123 seconds, and they still have one Rex, but the hook shot comes back in again. SRF, he's looking. They've got so much damage. This is looking like it's gonna be the end, Fogged.
They finally are able to do it. It's just a Bloodseeker. Ajit's buyback. It came up in the middle of that fight. It looked like it could have been the key to their success, but the number advantage, RNG, they're able to keep the distance. And this Tinker, how much
Look at him
damage
go.
has he done in the fight? A lot.
Oh my God.
Probably over 100,000 damage in this game, more than likely. Arc Warden 2, it's going to be up there in the numbers as they finally get the tier 4.
Played. Oh, look at this. Elder Titan says, no, we're not giving up yet. I've got that buyback. Lina's going to be up in a second. That hook shot coming through, though, will be able to interrupt him here. They're not saying GG yet, Fog. They're not ready to give up.
Buybacks are back. Arc Warden
Come on.
and Lina are alive, too.
Oh, man, if they could turn this around. Hook shot comes out, though. We'll just run right over to Afu to take. Just stay protected. This game's not over yet.
Mega creeps are coming in, but they can deal with it at 84 minutes. But that's going to just leave them kind of trapped in their base.
And the Roche monster
Roche
is up.
These fights are crazy. So much control, so much damage coming into play. They just don't have enough on the side of Tigers in a lot of the situations when RNG, they just keep getting these buybacks, these double boots of travels coming in, the refreshers also. The Terrorblade just always seems to have the meta available in every single fight because of that. This is just...
They can't even
this is
finish the
wild.
Roche right now.
No. And Bloodseeker, he had maxed out. I mean, his items have not changed in the last, like, 30 minutes or so, maybe even longer than that. He's had the same exact stuff.
What would you prefer to see him have at this point?
He just didn't. He just couldn't in the game, just the way the pace was set.
No, true, for sure. But like, what would, you know, because we are hitting we're hitting the almost 85-minute mark.
I have no idea, honestly, in this one. It's too much because he's not able to actually find the farm on the map. Because if he does walk out by himself trying to farm anything, he's just going to get picked off because of all these like hexes and daggers. It's just It's a crazy tough game as it gets to those later stages versus Tinker and Terrible. Too much chaos.
All right, we got another refresher orb. Who picks it up? There's so many items. All right, we do have it on the Weaver. Okay, perfect, perfect. It's a good way to keep everybody alive and kicking as long as he's alive and kicking himself.
Well, he still has the orb. I don't know who picked up the shard. That's his
Who
own.
has the shard? Oh
That's
my
his
God.
own refresher orb.
Oh my God. All right, yeah.
We have no idea.
I have no idea. Do you have the cheese that gets dropped over here on the ground? Who are they giving that to? They're giving it to Moon? Man,
Who's
SRF
that?
has
Aegis on Monet. Refresher shard on. It's on. Okay, it's on 343. 343 has gotten a couple like 8-second Fiend's Grips off onto players, so that is pretty crazy. As you know, Tinker, we're at the 90-minute mark. He's just gonna buy some book 3s. He's got more than enough gold. And the
Treat
game
yourself.
progresses. 85 minutes. No
We
buildings
live
left.
here now.
We live here now.
We're just casting room people now.
The Mega's coming in. The double catapults as well. The buybacks are not available on all the not
Just
really any of the
gems all over the
heroes.
ground. They're just littering everywhere. That's how much they're at
Yep.
that point. Yeah, look, all right, we got the Necro books coming in. Those objectives looking mighty tasty right now.
Books and mantas being sent onto the Ancient.
Oh boy. Oh boy. How do you defend against RNG right now? All
Smoke
right,
comes in.
here we go.
Who are they gonna catch? Who's it gonna be?
I don't know.
There's not.
We see a good
set.
hook shot, you know, that's going to determine a lot. They always seem to be going after 1437. Yeah, look at that. They were trying to go for it again. Not going to be able to quite find it, though. Bloodright gets placed on the ground. They've got the Hex. Going to be able to throw the Lotus Orb out, followed up with the Light Strike Array. We'll get a little bit of damage here, and there's going to be the Tempest Double chipping away over here at Monet. Sunder comes out again. Just to protect him. Again, Lotus Orb coming through. BKB comes out. They've got that sheep again. They're going to get the multicast. Still alive and kicking, though. He's taking a lot of damage. In comes SRF. He does have that hook shot. Looks like Moon Meander. He's going to be in a lot of trouble. He gets some Fiend Grips off. He's going to get taken down.
No buyback.
No buyback on this big old beefy boy right now.
Hey, they really need this Ogre in these fights, too.
They
He's
do.
getting caught by this hook shot into the pushback.
Aeon just gets popped in. Jumps Ajit, though. He really wants that kill, but they'll just be able to go. Move him back again. Another hook shot coming through. Going to be able to go throughout the cogs. Separate the fight a little bit here. Looking for a stump. They do manage to land it over onto Monet. Monet's in for some trouble. Nightmare comes out, though, and they're going to turn back around. He goes. He uses the Mantis. He's going to get the Sunder off, and it looks like Elder Titan actually going to fall. There's another Fiend's Grip coming out, and in comes Stay. He's got the dig, and he's got the damage. They're just going to town here. Monet, eyes on the prize. Turning and hitting the base. There's the GG. We have RNG's first victory.
That was
What a game.
that was just crazy amount of shit.
What a game. Oh my God.
The Tinker play, Safe played. He played phenomenal. He was not really getting caught out. Look at this. They had fun anyway. Even if they lost the game, you see a smile going out on Tigers.
Well, what a game,
It
right?
was incredibly close, incredibly back and forth. Small little things coming into play. They able like getting these Raxes early and just the power. I mean, Tinker and Terrorblade being these bruisers and Meander over and over again. He seemed pretty crucial inside of those fights to have that big burst damage from those multicasts. But I mean, this was a great.
There's, it's one of those games that you're saying, they still look really, really happy they had a good time. Because if you're going to lose a game, that is the way to lose a game, right? You give it your all. You've got, all the damage. You've got so many items. It's a really long, kind of a slog, obviously. But it was just so much fun. There's just so many things to consider. And like you said, the breakdown is just going to be absolutely fabulous.
Yeah, there's a million things to watch. I mean, Afu with these non-stop Ags Weaver plays, saving his teammates time and time again. SRF definitely stepped up to the plate with the Clockwork. It's a core Clockwork. We don't see it much. Got a lot of catches, played phenomenally, and the Tinker. I want to say that I want to see the damage numbers. It's definitely over 100,000 for Tinker and Arc Warden. And we will be going to a break really quickly, though, as we go to a third game in this series. First one of the day.